bit okay because he's a little bit
quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone's fine for me.
My noise
I
suppression
adjusted
isn't
all
on, so I should be good.
No, you're good. Good for me. I just adjusted all my volume levels last time because everyone got super loud for some reason last time. So everyone's down at now like 65% for me.
Perfect. So just gonna run it until 1/2, and then I'll start. There is 2 new characters in the end.
Oh yeah, I've got to connect to that as well.
Janelle and C Clubber.
Yes, you have to connect to the virtual tabletop software we used to play D&D.
I see Captain and Janelle.
Yeah.
I did think about abbreviating capping.
Hang on, do you know my glasses have gone?
They're on the top of your head, Pete.
No, they're upstairs. Select a character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 16.
Ignore that, that's because you've got control of the pages.
Oh. I'm going to be page number 26.
Because at this point, that Pete done fucked up, and later on when he's rolling and he's using the stats from the book rather than his character, it's his own fault.
So Pete's going to get pulled up by a Twitch viewer again tonight.
Am I? What? Who?
For you not rolling your health.
Oh, right. I always run my health. I'm just going to go off the headset for a sec while I get my glasses.
Okay, I'll do the intro because we're about time.
I was rolling my health, but it just wasn't. I had to refresh Twitch to do it.
Yeah, he was broken. Pete was innocent.
I was.
Duvar, innocent of this crime.
Always innocent.
Okay, so session 47 saw the group finish off the cultists and head off to the island of Iskall, or the Elid Iskall, after paying Captain Sailglober 1,000 gold to take them there. When they arrived in a settlement of Ugash and were met by some of the inhabitants, all of which they pretty much decided to ignore and to head out on their own. They moved with a couple of rented boats as far as they could inland before hiding those and moving through the jungle on foot. The next morning, they reached the summit of the Obsidian Mountain and started to climb, finding the Well of Secrets, which they then descended into. So this was a 300-foot deep pit of obsidian sharded glass. Once inside, they found a room containing several items. Most important were probably the skeletal remains of an Aarakocra, who seemingly fixed in position. A map showing the island of Ackle, which the group know is where the lost city of Half is. But this map shows it as it was when the Aarakocra, who's known as Brother Cain, when he was alive. So it's not frozen, but quite a lovely jungle island. They moved a table, and in doing so disturbed Cain's diary, and that fell to pieces in front of them. Now, piecing through the pages they could uncover, they found some background about the lost city of Half, but they also found hidden between the pages certain hidden words that would seemingly point to some sort of puzzle or some sort of challenge that they're going to have to overcome later. And that's what we'll pick up. So I'm just going to flip to the table.
Plot twist. The skeleton is really Cluck from the future.
Oh, yes. Love it.
It's got to be the way. So we did
there's
a
an
bit
easy
of
way
work.
to find out.
What?
You can check for cracks in his skull.
Yeah, that might be an idea. So we did a bit of work, didn't we, figuring this out? I think not
Yeah.
everybody was around for it, just so we didn't waste too much time on this.
So a bunch of lines of text from.
Yeah, so there was 11 lines of text, wasn't there, if I remember right?
Sounds right.
Yeah, 11. I've got 11 written down anyway.
And we have, if I can find my notes. So we have the third wolf is lost. Don't open the cold door. Assemble a map. Don't know where to assemble a map. You've got to find a map to assemble, apparently. Count the circles. Feed the stone a coin. Skeletons lie. Circles are eyes. Look for the odd one. Snakes don't bite. The key is a map. Don't fall. These are the 11 that we have.
I mean, the last
and
one could be
papers-
advice for anything.
Yeah, true. And if you quickly summarize the paperwork that we've got, the papers talk of a defense of a city and a few who remained after the city fell to invaders were to create a new city. If they failed, they basically said, do it yourself, I think is the rough wording of it. So that's kind of what we've got anyway in regards to the notes I picked up from our last the after session kind of thing.
It's a pretty good summary. So, flipping back to the room in the Well of Secrets. So this is I didn't cover it in our setup, but we are in on session 48, and it is entitled "Like a Bat Out of Hell."
Got when the morning comes. Okay, we've got to get out of here by morning, guys. So shall we, using our, I don't know, using our rough guide of our little rough guide that we have here, shall we have a look at the skeleton and see what he's lying about? Is that worth doing?
I know Clark already looked at the skeleton. I am in the middle of looking at the rug because it was found to be. We found
Magical.
magic in the shield, the
Sword.
the
The
Sorry?
shield, the armor, the rug.
That's it. That's it.
yeah,
armor,
the shield,
rug.
the armor, and the rug. I was looking at the rug just before we ended, so
Yeah.
I'll resolve that first. If you guys want to look at the skeleton and see if you can do anything with the armor or
Yeah, I
whatnot.
tried that. I
Well,
tried
he's-
putting the
He's
shield in the.
pointing at something, isn't he?
He's pointing at the map.
Is he pointing at the map?
So
skeleton.
to recap on the description. So this 30-foot diameter circular chamber was expertly carven from the obsidian. It appears that somebody once lived here. A large round stone table 10 feet across dominates the centre of the room. It's been moved. Well-used mining tools and eating implements spread over it. The table rests over a large colourful carpet that oddly hasn't been affected by the extreme heat. At the southern end of the room, a map of Ackle hangs on the wall. Two shields rest against it, a warm wooden shield and a shield made of what appears to be shimmering feathers. Finally, sitting against the wall opposite the map, sits the skeleton wearing brightly coloured armour, but unlike anything you've seen. The skeleton's skull is elongated like a bird with two huge eye sockets. Through its vacant eye sockets, the skeleton stares across its room at the map. One of its bony hands is stretched out in front of it.
Okay.
So apart from the table being moved, that is pretty much how the
Yeah.
room still is.
Wasn't I looking at the rug as well because I wanted to create something out of it so we didn't get burnt or something like that?
You tried to cut something from it, and
You
Just-
talked
I can't
about
remember
it.
what
I don't think you put it into action. You were just summarising.
didn't
what you
actually
did.
cut it.
I think you were going to
Yeah.
cut the map off the wall at one point as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not do any of that yet because Feathered Boy is obviously post Feathered Boy is obviously pointing at something over on the map. Assuming. Can we?
So the skeleton lies, though, is it?
Yeah, the skeleton lies. So, what's he lying about? And is it the skeleton?
So I should add throughout this
Well-
that Degel has been like staring intently at the map and has not said much.
I mean,
So-
if we also have a couple of other things about maps as well in the clues, like assemble a map and the key is a map,
Yep. So
and we know we have, or Cluck has the key.
yep.
So is
I
the
wonder
key
if-
related to it? Do you like hang it around or something? Like
or maybe
Indiana Jones the fuck out of this?
or maybe there's maybe you do Indiana Jones it, and there's holes in the key that equal up to something on the map.
Is there anywhere like?
So if I flash up the key, this is what the key looks like.
So there is a hole in it.
There is a hole.
A couple of big gouges too, but you know, at
Yeah.
least there's a hole. All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything because I'm looking at the carpet, but I think we know what to do.
Have we got a picture of the map that's on the wall somewhere?
The map that's on the wall, old.
It's not. There's not a lot to it. It's more or less like a geographical map, if memory serves.
It's been a bit slow, but hopefully it should pop up. There we go.
Yep, got it. So maybe there's something for the hole in the key. Points to the map.
Maybe overthinking that. I think.
But that's literally, well, it says the key is a map.
Yeah.
So the key on its own is not, but is there anywhere like between the map and the table or under the carpet where there's anything where like it could be hung or put or something, or do we have to hang it around the skeleton's neck maybe because he's one of the people?
Or can we just wave it at the map because it's magical?
Just stand in front of it, shake it at the map, like
Yeah.
do a thing.
Do a
Oh,
thing.
magic 8-ball!
Yeah.
Show me where it is.
Stranger things have happened.
What you see is light pass through it, and it just points all over the place, and you realise that's because you're shaking it.
Points all over the place, then comes up, answer not clear, ask it again later.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
So-
I still want to investigate the rug, but that's my feelings on it.
And what, how do you, what are you focusing on with the rug? Like,
I want to see sort of since I've been told there's some sort of magical in nature. I want to know. Look, I only know about two types of magic rug: one that tried to kill us, and Aladdin.
I'm hoping you know a few other rugs than that.
No, magic ones, like
Magic ones.
in pop culture.
Yeah.
Well, I
Right.
say in pop culture. There was the one in the castle that tried to kill you. Do you remember?
There was
remember
about 8
getting
in there.
I remember getting a warm hug. That's what I
Yeah.
remember.
So I wanna make sure that that's not it. Essentially, I'm gonna study the rug to
okay.
see if I can learn what it is.
Is it going to attack him?
Is it gonna attack us, or is it something? What's magical about the rug?
Make an Arcana check to check out
Oh,
the rug.
yeah, my best ability.
Okay.
5.
As you look at the rug, first of all, like, do you walk on it or do you touch it in any way?
Yeah, I will sort of like. I'm sort of down on my hands and knees,
Right. Okay.
sort of touching the rug and sort of like looking at the
Yeah,
fibers and
so-
trying to.
Yeah, so
find it.
you're about halfway through that when you remember the rug that attacked you last time, and you will be quite relieved that this one does not attempt to smother you. But as sort of you can see from the fact that the rug is almost pristine, the heat seems to have no effect on it, and when you touch it, it actually feels a lot cooler than the ambient temperature. Now, you're in the inside of a volcano, you're not in anywhere lava, it's not like a lava shaft or anything like that, but the entire surrounding is hot. I think when we last looked at it, it was something like 40-something degrees outside as you climb the mountain, so like this just feels like an oven, but the rug is cool.
Okay.
That's what you can tell with your 5.
Okay.
The cold door.
If I look underneath the rug, is there anything underneath it?
There is not.
Okay.
Well, there's ground, hopefully.
Well, I still feel like maybe we should pack it up and take it with us.
Yeah, I think so.
Magical.
I mean, I love the idea of having a magic rug that allows me to
Be cold.
be cold.
Protects you from heat.
Yeah.
I'll pack up the rug and fold it up nicely.
Okay. While Cassat is folding up the rugs, presumably with Duval's help because he's interested, what's everybody else doing?
I'll go and take a look at the skeleton.
I was going to say, Ulfar wants to look at that. I want to try and determine, like, the medical cause for death. Looking at him, like why, does he have any signs of trauma or what have you, or is he somehow like like pristine?
I want to guess that it's the fact that he doesn't have any meat on his bones.
Yeah.
So, a medicine check for you, Ulfar. So, Tell, as you walk over there, you can see that apart from the armor, he's wearing nothing. He has no flesh on his bones, and he's in his outstretched hand. Cluck has sort of balanced this shield made out
fail.
of feathers on it. So, Ulfar, you can't find any obvious cause of death. There's no broken bones or anything that draws your attention.
I don't know chickens well enough.
Well, like, he would be the second Arrow Cochrane you have ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for Cluck in front of you, you would all have a hard time grasping what this creature looked like in life.
Yeah.
It's
You've
that
only just
foreign
figured
to you.
out that he's actually dead. Yeah. I'm quite interested in, I've noted that Giselle is very
Janelle.
busy looking. Janelle,
Is
Eden.
it Janelle? Yeah.
I
Janelle.
thought it was Janelle, but you said Giselle earlier. Or I thought he did. That's staring intently at the map and hasn't said anything for a while. Maybe Duval kind of prompts a question and asks her if she's spotted anything interesting.
She doesn't respond.
Ooh, that's a little worrying.
What is she focusing on?
The map.
Duval goes up and puts his hand in front of her, waves his hand in front of her eyes to see if, she's still around.
She will react to this, so her it's as if she was focusing intently on the map, and as soon as you sort of break her focus, she sort of comes around a little. So, sorry. Can I help you?
Oh, just wondering why you're finding something so interesting. What you're finding so interesting there?
She says that this map must be at least 1,000 years old. It doesn't look like anything that my father's described like the island. The mountains seem somewhat the same, but apparently it's a frozen wasteland now, not this verdant green forest that you can see here.
Oh. So it was green at one point. Are you saying that it's not that way now? It wasn't that way?
She'll say, no, everything I know about the island suggests it's a frozen, windswept and snow-covered island. But if it once looked like this, what could have caused such a change?
Giant volcanic eruption.
She'll also point out at some of the mountains on it and say, perhaps it's the way the map's represented, but these look wrong, and she'll point at the two tallest.
The two in the middle.
Mm-hmm. She'll say that they're like it might just be the way the map's represented, but the rest of the mountain range looks right, but these two don't.
What was there before? Were there just one mountain, or were there two mountains just different, or?
She says that they seem too tall.
Too tall. Okay. So, but this is 1,000 years of movement, isn't it? Or erosion.
She says yes. Perhaps whatever caused the island to freeze also affected the mountains.
Hmm. Mountains too tall.
She will ask you how you've got on. She says, sorry, I've not been really paying attention.
We've found. Seems like there's some diary pages. Have you seen them?
She says, no, and then she'll look at it. Are they still like arranged on the table?
Yeah.
Says, how interesting. These messages between the pages. They're almost indiscernible.
Hmm. We have been able to make out 11 different messages. And I ask, would you like to know what they are?
She will nod, and as you go through them, she'll say that her father's journal doesn't mention anything about messages like these, or it doesn't even cover off what she's like, where she suspects they might be useful. She says, perhaps it's something we'll find in our travel.
Hmm. Where does your father get up to in his travels to the island? Does he get into the mountain at all, or?
My father's led 2 expeditions to the island, but apart from a few old ruins, he never found anything of consequence. He always felt like he was missing something, and he suspected that there was an item that would react in the right location to reveal the way, but he never found it. He suspected that it might be what your friend carries, but without referring to it as such. So
Yes.
he knew he was missing something, and now your friend has that medallion. It's quite obvious that this must have been it.
Yes. Quite possibly. Okay. Right.
Remind me, did we attempt to put the shield on the skeleton last session?
We
Yes.
didn't,
Yes,
but I think
it's
we
still
need to.
holding it.
Oh, we did. I think we need to look at the skeleton and see what he's actually pointing at, and see.
He's not pointing. He's holding out his hand.
I was holding out his hand. I thought he was pointing.
That's what David said. He's not. He's sat in his chair in his armor, bones and all, and he's. What was it? He was holding out his hands, or he
One
was
of
holding
his
out one
bony
of his.
hands is stretched out in front of him.
There you go. What in what way? Like flat palm, hand out, like I'm here to take your money.
As if he's like holding back a door or saying stop.
So his hands up.
Like, palm stretched out, but like flat palm outwards, as if you were going to slap somebody in the nose.
High five kind of style.
Yeah, high five. Better.
Yeah. Okay.
So it looks like he was trying to stop something or someone and then ended up stuck that way.
Or he was casting some kind of spell and then ended up the way he was. David, if I stand behind the skeleton and like look along his arm, does it like point towards anything like particular in the room?
Like his socketless gaze, it seems to be directed towards the map.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
how
ask
about
Cluck if he can use sort of. he's got the key and it's got a hole in it. Indiana Jones it. Try the key, like, I don't know, in his eye or something, or even
I'll take I'll
around
take
his
the key
neck
out.
or in the hand or something.
I don't know. I'll take the key out and I'll line it up with the sort of island on the top northwest corner.
So you sort of hold it up next to the map.
Yeah, sort of over the map, effectively.
Yeah. Okay.
can-
So the
If you can bring up the map, then I'm sort of aligning the hole in the key with the sort of outstretched island in the north, or sort of western side.
So as you sort of like what's the best way to do it? So compared to the map, the key's like this side. Let me try and draw. I can't draw. So it's like the size of. Do you see that lake or that lagoon on the left-hand side, the island?
Yeah.
The key's about that. Key's about that size when you like hold it next to the map.
Well, why don't you put it towards the two the two mountains and see if that does anything? Just wave it towards the two mountains or hold it over the two mountains. See if it makes any difference at all.
So, Cluck, as you sort of hold it next to the lagoon,
Lagoon,
the key and the map doesn't show anything now. It will, from the light within the room, sort of like cast shadows through it, but not to such an extent that like they just seem to line up wherever you're holding it.
Where is the light coming from in the room?
The torches that you lit.
Okay, so it's kind of. Oh, let me move that. Okay, so it's kind of from all sides.
Yeah, so there's a top.
Effectively, the key is the same size on the map as the lagoon, effectively.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're
So even
standing.
even if I stand back and sort of make the key the same size as the map.
So as you step backwards, sort of like bringing the key to the same size as the map, you will cross the room and almost fall over the skeleton.
Okay. So what do you think the skeleton's trying to tell us? With the if there's a message there, what would it be? Stop.
Yeah, that's the sort of obvious one. I'm literally just sitting here with my hand in front of my face like a moron. Just like, what the fuck does this mean?
Is that you or is
Yeah,
that
I did
Ulfar?
that.
I mean, is it a point where you press the coin into his palm?
Couldn't hurt.
I'm guessing at the moment, so I'm just throwing out things. Does either just ask? I look at Kratel for a second. So could you just ask Jorvik if he knows anything about the Kutul? I think it's called
Quattle.
Quattle.
I'll just hold my arm up with the screen facing towards Duval.
I look quite a little bit awkward talking to basically a
Smartwatch.
bit of immaterial, whatever it is, and then I ask him. I just say the question out loud. Jorvik, do you know anything about the Quattle?
He says, Quattle, and an image will flash up of a winged serpent, and he'll say, Quattle are benevolent serpentine beings of great intellect and insight, most historically associated with the Aarakocran.
Serpentine.
Snakes.
Yeah, they look a bit, like a snake with feathered wings.
Well, that might go along with the snakes don't bite.
Yeah.
Because if it's like bird-like and snake-like, does that mean it pecks?
It's not actually that they're not dangerous. It's just a dick move.
Uh,
David, how is the map attached? If I look, how is the map attached to the wall?
It is in a frame that has been built into the wall.
Sorry, the end of that got cut off for me.
So it's built. It's in a frame, like a picture frame, and that frame has been built into a recess in the wall. It's like a particular part of the wall was carved out to perfectly fit this map.
Okay. Do I feel like I could separate it from the wall if I tried, or does it look like very difficult to do?
Like the frame looks like it would not come out, but the map itself, if you touch it, is canvas. So like with a skilled knife, you could work the map out.
There could be something behind the map.
I would advise against destroying it before we figure it out.
Yes, the same. Agreed.
Boring.
Sentences from the papers.
That's what I've sent them.
David, was there when the rug was pulled up? There wasn't anything particularly noticeable underneath. Like it seemed like the rest of the floor of the room.
It's less dusty under the rug, but otherwise, there's no hidden trapdoor or anything that doesn't look like floor.
Okay.
Is there? I will look around the room, see if there's anywhere I can put the coin in.
So around the room, apart from what appears to be like some rotten supplies that have sort of cracked away, like I had to use tokens that kind of fit the map, but like the barrels essentially have wasted away into rubbish. There's a bit of like rotten wood. There's a fire which clearly hasn't been lit in a long time. There's some very dirty and dusty sleeping stuff. There's the 2 torch sconces on the opposite side of the room, the table with the implements on it, and the map, and a wooden shield. There doesn't seem to be any other recesses in the wall apart from the map.
Have we tried moving the table and looking under the rug?
Yeah, the table's been moved.
Yeah,
and the
I've
rug's been
looked.
rolled up at this
I've
point.
looked. Is the shield workable? Because if so, I might just take it.
I was going to, but then Brooks asked to borrow it to put it on the skeleton.
So there's 2 shields. There's a wooden shield, which apart from like looking a bit,
Yeah, just the wooden one.
a bit
The one that's
aged.
not nice.
It appears to be a serviceable shield.
Okay, I'll sort of pick that up and sling it over my back then.
Did we roll the carpet up? Have we moved the carpet yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I've rolled it up.
David, Orfar's going to walk over to the skeleton, and it's Celestial going to say, based on the idea that there was Celestial on the coin, we are friends. Help us.
I'll also pick up the shield that's balanced on its hand.
Okay. Make a religion check, Ulfar.
You and your religion checks.
15. That's not too bad.
Pretty high for you.
Yeah, no. In the scheme of things, good 10 points above my usual roll.
Yeah. So there's no reaction from the skeleton, and you get no sense of like divine or celestial guidance of any sort.
I repeat the same in Gnomish and Sylvan, just in case.
Okay. No change to the aforementioned 0 guidance.
Have we actually tried the things we've talked about, or have we?
Well, not most of them, no.
Why
yeah.
not? Why don't we just do it?
Yeah. I reckon, try the medallion in all permutations with a skeleton is probably the first check.
Hang it around his neck and
Yeah.
stuff, or
See
see if
if
it fits in his hand, or
Yeah, all of those things.
yeah.
Everyone okay with that?
Well, you have to ask Cluck. It's Cluck's medallion.
I don't know. If it would have done something, it would have done something around my neck, seeing I am the same species.
Can't hurt to try.
But you are brain damaged and not yourself. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Put it around the dead skeleton, or I'll reluctantly move to the skeleton and just put it in different permutations, different locations around his.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
neck.
describe it for me, Cluck.
So yeah, I'll
Like
put-
you sort of take it off, and so it wasn't on a chain or anything when it was given to you, but presumably you've like had some string or a small chain attached to it that you've been able to wear it around your neck, and that's how you've kept it concealed. So you can take that off and hang it around the skeleton's neck without any problem, and nothing happens.
I will quickly take it back. I will take the coin off the chain. I'll put it in my hand, and I'll sort of high five it with the skeleton. So I want the coins in between the hand and my hand.
The skeleton's fingers will grasp it.
Oh. Oh.
Light will start to emit from his eye sockets.
It's an Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah. Where does the light fall from his eyes?
On Cluck.
Yeah. If Cluck steps out of the way.
Yeah.
As Cluck steps out of the way, presuming you do so, Cluck.
I'll just sort of stand to the side. Effectively, I can't really move my token, but.
Okay, so as you step out of the way, the light will land on the map. As it does, the skeleton's hand will start to rotate until a shadow forms on the map that looks like this.
Okay.
There we go. So we've got like the circular bit.
So yeah, I was in the right track putting the key with the map.
Yeah. Just to be magicked up a bit. Right,
Although, which parts on that medallion are damaged and which parts were supposed to be there?
Yeah.
Maybe it was all supposed to be there. Like that.
Maybe. At the very least, the like circular off point looks specific.
Yeah, so from what you can see, the holes in the medallion line up with mountain ranges on the map.
Yeah, it lines up with the mountain range almost perfectly. So.
Although now I've seen this, I'm never going to unsee it. It looks like a crying Pac-Man.
It does. Fuck.
I'm guessing that the point is that that little bulbous thing is pointing to that one very specific little mountain amongst that mountain range. Like I can't see anything else.
The circular bit.
Yeah, I can't see that it denotes anything else.
Janelle will conclude that's more than likely the right location.
Can we ask Jorvik to take a screenshot for us?
Yeah, I was to say, can we get Jorvik to?
Yeah, you can show the map to Jorvik, and he will say, "I have committed it to my memory," and Janelle will say, "I have done the same." She has near perfect recall, remember?
Yeah.
But remember what the paper said, the skeleton lies.
The light emanating from the eye sockets of the skeleton will fade, and the skeleton will drop the medallion and crumble into dust.
Leaving his armor behind? Question mark.
Take the armor quick.
Leaving the armor behind
also,
untouched.
I'll also pick up the armor for now.
The armor won't fit you. We discussed this last time.
No, it won't fit Duvar. It'll fit me though.
It'll fit. I thought it was Cluck.
Yeah, I'd already put the armor. Yeah, I'd already put the armor on at the end of last session.
No, you
couldn't put the armor on. It was stuck on the skeleton.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but now it has now the skeleton is no longer wearing it. You can see that it is a set of scale mail that appears to be made out of shimmering scales, not unlike the shimmering feathers on the shield. It also has two gaps in the back that are very clearly designed for wings.
I will step back and let everyone else fight over this particular
I'm-
piece of armor.
Yeah, I'm not going for it anyway.
Well,
I'm just joking
I know
around.
what's going to happen, but I'm going to let Cluck take it anyway.
I will pick up the coin first and foremost,
Mhm.
and put a bit of string on it, and then I'll pick up the armor. And then I will put the armor on, and then I will proceed to sit in the chair in the same position. That's the skeleton in case there's anything else that happens.
And you crumble to a skeleton.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
sitting in skeleton dust.
I'm so tempted to say, Clock gets frozen in place for all of eternity. But no,
Holding his arm up.
you don't feel anything in the chair. Maybe, but well, that's probably unfair. You probably feel a sense of true aloneness, because as far as you can tell, this was the last Aarakocra in existence, and now there's nothing left of him.
Dust.
Well, is there anything else useful around here, or are we?
What was the 3 magical things?
For sentimental purposes, I will collect some of the dust.
3 magical things were the shield, the armor, and the rug.
The rug.
And is the shield magical just because it's magical, or is it shield magical because of something
We
else?
couldn't
It's
determine
made
that.
out of shimmering feathers.
Yeah, we
And
rolled.
we won't know what it'll do until we actually investigate it.
Doesn't it feel a bit wrong to make a shield out of your own feathers?
I don't think it is. I think it's probably one of the snake bird feathers. Would be my guess.
And
But what-
failing that, they're just on the outside of the shield. I don't think it's made of it.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
shield is made of you and covered in feathers, and they do not look like Aarakocra feathers. They shimmer. They're almost like the way they catch the light is a bit like a hologram sort of rainbowy sort of effect.
Cool.
Do I notice anything putting the armor on, David?
No.
Okay.
Apart from it's got holes for your wings to fit through, so it's quite possibly the only armor in existence that would allow you to fly while wearing it.
You look very dashing, Clark.
It's a nice uniform.
I'll spread my wings and make sure I don't have any extra friction.
Chafing.
Yeah.
Check for chafe. Every time you take a fly action during your turn wearing the armor, you take 1 chafe damage.
Is there anything in the room that might be useful for us scaling the wall that we slow falled in to get past?
No. Well, there's some warm mining tools that may or may not be of use to you, but I imagine digging your way out is probably not the.
Not the plan. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Like the pickaxe is like being worn down to a little nub.
What is the armor, David?
For now, because it is magical, you will need to attune to it on your next short rest, but it will be. It counts as. Let's see. It counts as scale mail, but because of its nature and its lightness, it would not give you disadvantage on stealth checks. And obviously, you can fly in it, which is new for you.
Okay.
If no one has, I will pick up what's left of the diary and put it in my backpack.
Good idea. Good idea.
Can you just confirm what else is on the table, please?
Eating implements and worn mining tools.
Okay, so nothing there.
Is
Should I just
anyone-
add scale mail now, David, in D&D
Yeah,
Beyond?
there is a proper item, but you won't find out what it is until your long rest, short rest.
Okay.
Does anyone mind if I cut this map out of the wall?
We have it committed to Jorvig's memory now. Don't think
I
it
just
matters too
wondering-
much.
If you want to take it, take it.
Yeah, like
It was-
as in, I don't think it matters what you do to it now. So if you want to cut it out, be
I
my
was-
guest.
I was thinking more because it's recessed into the wall in case there's something behind it. Okay, I take out a tattered dagger that I have in my pack and I start trying to like hack at the edges.
No. I hand him a proper dagger.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Make a
Sharp
sleight of
dagger.
hand check.
A what?
Sleight of hand.
Ugh.
Oh,
It is not a perfect cut. It's like, oh, we probably didn't need that bit anyway.
Da-da-da-da. This is more or less the island, right?
Yep. So you will take it out, leaving no small portion attached to the frame. You can see that the frame has a wooden backing.
Yep.
No notes or hidden doors that you can see.
Okay. Knock on the frame. Does it sound like it's hollow?
No.
Okay. Punch it anyway. Break it anyway.
Because this whole room is like warm, isn't it, to the touch for the most
Mhm.
part? Is that correct?
Yes.
Does the back of this wooden board, does the heat permeate through it like it's right on the rock of the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
It's also what's probably aged the map somewhat as well, because it is quite faded.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got a tattered map of Ashford. That's fine. I shove it in my bag. Well, I guess it's time to go. Unless anybody has anything else they want to do here.
my only thought is how do we exit this giant cavern? I know that our friend Cluck here has wings, and you have some way of using wings, Kratel, but what about the rest of us mortals with hands? Don't fancy a 200-foot climbing. It's not my forte.
Can say that again.
What did we do last time? How did we get in?
We slow pulled in.
We slow fall.
No fault. Didn't think about getting out though, did we?
No.
We could clock bus it. That was the
It's
other.
becoming a regular theme. The clock bus.
Oh, what about the
Yeah,
clock?
unfortunately, I don't have fly.
Yeah.
But he can fly, and you can make him large again, and whatever. How long would it take him to get out?
I think we worked out.
I've got a potion I can.
Yeah, but it'd be great if he can keep hold of the potion for you, just in case if he can cast it. And
I think
Oh yeah, I can cast it again.
I think we worked out the math was that we could get everyone in and out on like 3 trips based on his like flight speed. Big last time.
Did
So
we?
yeah, because we were working out literal like how many feet he can fly in a in a
I
turn.
thought that was to cross the lava lake.
We did that as well.
Yeah, it was a average airspeed velocity of a laden clock.
Yeah. Without a pair to carry the coconut and vines. Anyway, right. Well, let's at least make our way out into the open chamber and see what we can work out from there.
Yeah.
All right.
We need control of our tokens.
We're
No,
paused,
the
that's
game
why.
is paused, so we
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
move.
apologies.
Yeah.
I did not realise.
Well, we didn't need to move until now, really. So.
Say, it's probably the best behaviour you've all been on.
There was no one spinning around and all sorts.
As Duvar goes to leave, he'll say a quick thank you to the what's left of the skeleton.
dust pile.
And he'll put out the torches as he
Okay.
leaves.
Yep, last one out gets the lights.
Yeah.
Okay. You all re-emerge back in the central shaft. I'd like you to make a perception check.
Let's have like a big hand in the bottom right hand corner.
Perception.
A big
Or is
hand.
that just me?
That might have
Come
been.
on, perception.
No, you're holding
Oh,
it.
natural 20. Who got the 20?
Could tell.
Could tell.
It had the big number.
And then there's Clark.
Duvar and Cretel, you notice as you're looking up for a way out, you notice movement at the edge of the precipice at the top. In enough time to see a number of arrows launched down at your group. And that means
Everybody
you can
to the side of the
all
walls.
make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, is advantage shift or control?
Shift.
Shift.
27.
I didn't roll with advantage, but I don't need it.
Apparently.
Crits galore, mate.
I didn't roll with.
So many dice.
Have another one. Still didn't do any good.
Wow, you rolled twice.
Yeah, because I didn't do advantage.
No, Ulfar.
So far.
You're Duvar.
All right. I forget.
Nope. So everybody but Duvar passes.
Yay.
But can he catch one and throw it back?
Well, we'll find out. So everybody sort of like makes for the edge of the circle.
I say, can I just like pull my shield out and like put it over my head?
However you want to describe it, you essentially don't. The arrows do not hit any of you, but they have a chance of hitting Duvar.
Shock. The old team sponge.
Team Sponge, yes.
So 3 will land in your vicinity, Duvar.
Whee!
First one is 11, a 12, and a crit.
Oh,
And a crit. Well, the 24 hits, I think, might be just little.
yeah.
Who's sensing a high 20 session?
Yeah, yeah. I think we got high ones. We've had 3 or 4 of them as well.
So, Duvar, do you? So you could still attempt to catch the arrow, I believe, on a crit
I
with your monk-like ways.
Yeah, he just has to reduce the damage to 0.
yes, something like that.
Yep, and it is 1d10 plus 12. So it'll just cost you a key point to mean that doesn't hit you.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do with that.
Okay, so you catch the arrow. Unfortunately, you don't have the range to throw it out of the shaft.
No, I bet.
But you now have an arrow in your hand.
Yay!
A moment of
Prize.
silence will descend before you hear a familiar voice of a woman shouting down to you. And it's the woman you will recognise from outside the temple who fought Clock on the Roof. And she will say, what she will say, hand over the Herald's Key and any secrets you have learned in the well. Do so, and you will be given a swift and painless death in reward for your cooperation. If
And I'll
you
shout
defy
shout
us,
Allow your death.
We will
Duval
rain
shout
death
back
on you.
out. That doesn't sound like a great deal.
defy us at your peril. We have fate worse than death. And this is where you will remember what happened to Alora.
Yes, but we have a cluck.
I will tuck Janelle back into the tunnel behind us and just say, just wait here for a moment. Whatever happens, at least you're out of the way of the arrows here.
Yep, she will not argue.
How would we like to proceed, gentlemen?
Well, basically, the only person that can hit something from this distance is, I think, You?
Ulfar, Kratel, and me.
How far away are we from the top? Reminder.
200
200?
feet down.
Yeah.
200 feet. Okay.
Yeah, so you can't see anybody on the surface either.
Yeah.
Then I'll shout out, "Come out! Come down and get us!"
I will look at Cluck and just basically say, "Shall we go up?"
Yes.
Or do we want to go up, or do we want to see if we can negotiate this a little bit?
I'm not, well, negotiating didn't go too well when they tried to set us all on fire.
No, that is very true.
I'm not sure
I
they're
mean,
the considering
don't-
the amount of times we've faced them so far, I don't think they're the negotiating types.
No, and I'm just throwing it out there, but I don't. Their deal doesn't sound great.
I would rather see them dead than learn anything. They've tried to take my life more than once now. There is no peace.
Okay then. I think we know our answer.
David, as a point of reference, when we came up here, like, was there only really one approach to the top of this hole? So, like, they'd be on the same side we came up, most likely, or could they have approached from any side?
So from what you were told and what you saw from Jin, there is like an easier approach up the mountain and a more difficult approach, and you climbed up the easier side. But like the well itself is not at the summit, so they could have approached from any direction.
Okay. And this is how wide across? It's about 30 foot across this.
Yes.
Okay. Just a note to say to people that there is very lots of sharp glassy type obsidian pointing out from Thingbob that could fall down on us.
Yes.
From what you saw on the way down, it is sharp and perilous to climb at the best of circumstances. It would be almost suicide under attack.
I just want to make sure that somebody doesn't do a thunderclap and
We're too far away for that.
and bring the whole thing down on us. That's all.
Okay.
Well, my plan is enlarge Cluck, jump on his back, and block anything I possibly can with my shield on the way up. So just me and him can get up there and see what we can do, and see how many there is.
Better idea than I've got. And go back into the other room and set the fire, turn the fire on.
Keep warm, have a cup of cocoa, and wait for us all to blow over.
Yeah.
Comes a siege at that point.
Or we can see if there's another exit.
There is none, right?
Yes, we pretty exclusively looked.
I don't. Did we really look?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, everything. You know, and I don't think we particularly looked at the corridor, but like both the ends, we both checked walls and stuff.
Should we ask Janelle to go back and look, just to satisfy my?
Yeah. Why not? As long as she's happy.
She's happy to wait in the corridor. She's not keen on abandoning you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. She's not abandoning us. She's just going looking for a hole.
As a heads up, guys, I've got like one useful spell at this distance, which I could cast maybe twice, and I kind of really need to know where they are in order to make sure that I'm going to hit them. Otherwise, I'm sort of like, it's a 50-50 chance I'm going to hit them at all.
Well, if they poke their heads over to fire a shot, I can hit them, but that's about it.
Well, as you said, you could fly up there and get the positions, and if you use your mind thing, teleporty thing, magic or whatever it's called, speaking in each other's mind, they
Yeah.
could send you a left, right,
Yeah,
a direction.
Yeah. I
Back
do-
down to you.
yeah, yeah. But we can definitely. That's definitely an option.
So battleships with a hidden camera.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the cost of a level 3 spell slot each time?
A level 4 spell slot each time.
Yeah, it's probably going to deal less damage than that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Bricks will say, "This is your final chance.
What are you
Surrender the
gonna
key."
do?
How do you imagine we are going to give you anything when you're fucking 300 feet away?
A rope will flop to the floor.
That looks dangerous.
She says, "Attach the key."
Do I have anything I can do to a rope?
I'll just say, I'll shout up, give us passage out of here, and then perhaps we'll think about it.
The
And
key
I'll sort of look.
first.
I'll sort of look at the others and make a like, no face. But I'll look
A
up and
bit
say,
like-
passage out first.
Now he's
And
trying
then-
to negotiate.
She'll say,
he's try-
"The key
He's trying
first.
to lie, Duvar.
This is non-negotiable. If you value your lives and the internal damnation that waits for you otherwise, you will turn over the key."
You are dumb.
Why is it internal damnation?
You're already there anyway, so that's not a big deal to me.
She will say that those who do not cooperate face a fate worse than death.
What's the fate?
Cluck rape.
Oh god.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty bad.
Well, I will just look at Cluck and say, "You ready?"
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, Duvar's about as helpful as a. How was it? 300 feet, did you say?
200.
200.
200.
Right, Cluck is now massive. I will jump on his back, and I will block whatever I can with my shield on the way up.
Okay. At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna.
I can't toggle my combat
I'm
state
gonna
yet.
switch the map
Okay.
because I need something to represent the outside.
I don't have any tokens.
No, you will.
Oh, that nice calm jungle music. Oh,
Oh my god!
You can't see anything yet.
I wasn't there. I was over here.
oh, I even have to scroll to see the amount of people there.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's
sure?
that's worrying.
Are you sure you don't want to look for another route out?
This
We
is-
can't.
we-
We can't do that.
You can't see anybody on the surface. That's the best bit.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying it.
A 20-foot radius. So it's 40-foot diameter.
We can take.
To be fair, we're only going up to get a view and see what's up there.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm missing
at which
initiatives
point-
from Duvar and Ulfa.
Oh, sorry. I got distracted by all the villains.
Yeah, I did. And what was it? Right click.
Yeah, right click, put yourself into
and
combat.
then I gotta go over somewhere and
Go
click on me.
on to combat tracker. There you go. Right. This may take a second to roll the NPC.
Oh, no, insta-round.
Well,
We are
You gotta wait for
not
the
timed.
number of dice to fill the screen.
Even I don't own that many D20s, and I have like a lot.
Good to know.
Yeah, I got about 12.
Okay, so
Good to know I'm going first.
I think Cronette,
no,
Cretel,
Cretel.
you're on Cluck, so assuming like Duvar, Ulfa, and Kassar, I'm going to assume you do nothing as they mount up.
Well,
Hopefully.
yeah, because I probably can't see past them as they're flying straight upwards to see if anyone peers over.
Well,
so
yeah, they've not started moving yet.
In the meantime, essentially, all I do is have my bow out and poke. If anyone pokes their head out above the hole,
Yeah. I'll put myself in a dodge stance, that kind of thing. Maybe,
Yeah,
if they want to.
Yeah, Ulfar's looking out specifically for the stupid woman that we fought before. Like he'll only like make an action if if she were to stick her head, like obviously pointing out where she was.
Okay. Cluck, how far can you fly?
50 feet.
Does
so it'd
that
be 100
increase-
with dash, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about your movement speed. So, yeah, if you dash, you will get half.
Yep, I'll get halfway up.
Okay. Okay. There's no response as you fly. Cretel, are you still dodging?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do from 100 feet away.
Okay. Assuming nobody else does anything, Cluck, it will be your second.
Where are we planning to go?
Straight up.
Just
Straight up, just to get a view, and
Okay.
then decide what we do from there.
I will dash again and go straight up.
This is where they just fly away.
Okay. Cluck and Cretel, make a perception. I saw your dice, Cluck, but I don't see the result.
No, even do I.
It came as like a 19, I think.
Yeah, it
No,
felt
there
hard.
we go.
Oh, there it is.
23.
There it is.
Okay, so
Too many dice.
despite their best efforts to hide in and around the large pieces of obsidian dotted around the entrance of this well, you can see numerous hidden shapes. You can also see bricks who, as you sort of like rise up, you sort of appear at eye level with her. She will smile at you and then point her sword at you. At which point, a volley of arrows is unleashed.
Oof.
Oh no.
Cretel.
Shield, Cretel, shield!
Yeah, I don't know how many of those I can stop, but I'll try.
Pray for low numbers. Pray for low numbers.
So, well, I've got. You can grab my other shield off my back. So you can at least have two of one on each arm.
Yeah, so grab onto him with my legs, and then dual wield shields.
Okay, so Cluck.
Well, with the shield spell, you should be alright, right? I don't think they're not amazingly good.
Problem is, I can use the one that I use as a reaction to up the AC, but I can't use the other one, otherwise Cluck shrinks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
Cluck, you
That one
have
should do, though.
AC 16 with the armor.
Okay, and
Fuck season, rabbit season, fuck season.
I suppose with my shield, which is what, +3 is it as well?
Yeah.
Would be +3, yes.
Yeah, so that would be what, 19.
Okay.
That'd make me.
That's important. So there are let's see. I'm only going to give them one shot of the bow because they don't generally carry a bow, but for this particular purpose they will have. So there's going to be 10 shots at you, Cluck, and 10 shots at you, Kratel.
Okay.
Let's roll some dice.
All the dice.
Oh, how nice it would be to have a wizard
fact-
right about now.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 shots because there's some that will. 16, 17. Because there's 3 that go after you in the turn order and they can't take a ready action to do it. So, well, they could have, but like, sod it, they're going to do something else on next turn. I'm not going to have them attack you twice. So, Cluck is the bigger target, so he will take 10. Quitelu will take 7.
Okay.
So 19's hit.
1 for 3.
Somebody keep him up as we.
Let me know when you're rolling against me so I can say whether I'm going to shield or not.
That's 10. So I think that was 1 for 3.
Only one hit, yeah.
Just one hit for 3 damage.
Yep. Okay. Kratel.
Yes, get all the crit fails out.
Alright, just assume on that first one I'm going to shield.
Okay. Which makes your AC.
Like 23.
How disappointing! No critical.
Good.
Okay, so everybody down in the pit, you can just see like arrows flying. Like it looks like a Chinese martial arts film with like just Cluck and Kratel in a whirlwind of arrows.
Take a step back into the tunnel if I can't seem to see past them.
Sorry, it would have been 24 AC because it's +5.
Yes.
Another one's going to shoot at Cluck because he's next in the turn. He does 2 more at Cluck.
Nice.
Another one at Cluck.
Nope.
He does nothing. 1 at Cluck, 1 at Kratel.
Nope.
He does nothing. Oh, I missed him when I said he does nothing. Right. So, let's see. What does he do?
I don't like the look of the new guys who have the hand with an eye on it.
I thought it was holding up a spear or something.
No, I zoomed in, and it's a hand, and he's got like a little purple thorny thing wrapping around his arm. That's never good. Take it from a guy who does get hurt by plants a lot.
I'd forgotten that.
So,
One of those people will kill me.
Yeah. So,
Stained.
Cluck, one of the cultists will step forward and stretch his arm out towards you, and as he lifts his palm, you will see a eye embedded in it, with a hourglass-shaped pupil on it. And
Yeah.
I would like you to now make a Wisdom saving throw.
Not wisdom.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wise
So
boy.
you will only take the 13 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
But you will not take any madness effects.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't have permission to view the sheet. This isn't fair.
Okay. Done him. Done him. Done him. He doesn't do it. Bricks. What does Bricks do? Okay, Bricks will run and leap off the edge towards you, Clock.
Even though we're like,
Even though
God
you're
knows how many feet in the air.
you're like, well, you're like in the middle at 0 feet. So you are like, there is some distance between.
Feet away. Yeah, about 15 feet. It's a conceivable jump for a cat lady.
I've got to
Oof.
remember what jumping is.
Let's hope she falls.
Yeah, that's a long way to fall even for a cat lady.
If so, I'd shoot her immediately.
Oh yeah, there's lots of options if she starts falling.
I'm more than happy to start falling with her.
Okay. Clock, make a acrobatics check. She grapples onto the side of you in your giant bird-like form. And because she's done that, that's not going to apply because you're bigger now.
Start falling.
Oh.
Why couldn't you say the athletics checked?
Because you're like, you could break free from her in a grapple, but it's acrobatics was to see if you could like roll out of the way. Because if you weren't there, she would just plummet. She only just made the jump though, and that's because she's part Acua. So she will then start to stab you with her longsword, or attempt to stab you with her longsword. She is grappled, which means your movement is now reduced to 0. Well, no, it can't be reduced to 0 because you're bigger than her and flying. So.
And if she's grappling, she can't stabby.
Yeah, she's like holding on with one hand.
Yeah, can I do like a barrel roll? Pick her up?
During your turn, you will be able to, yeah. So, yeah, she's stabbing with a short sword. Think of like Merry and Pippin fighting a cave troll. That's what she's doing. She will crit you, Claw. And that leaves
Come back down, Cluck.
31 hit point.
What was that?
30,
nothing.
You're down to 31. The next Shadow Hand, Cat's Eye is going to use his Cat's Eye beam. He's going to use that at you, Critel.
Oh.
Rolling a 24 to hit.
He should still be under his
Shield.
Oh no. Yeah,
I think a 24 still hits.
Still hits. Yeah, that was his AC.
Yeah, 24 is my AC.
Okay, so you will take 16 points of psychic damage and a Constitution saving throw.
Why the Constitution saving throw?
Wisdom.
You're
Cat's
trying.
eye beam.
Yeah, he's passed the wisdom. This is to hold his concentration on the enlarged spell.
Oh, Yeah, good point. 1 second, I'll do the thing after I've taken the hit points off him beyond.
Oh no.
So yeah, from above, as this is happening, so you've seen Bricks leap onto Cluck. You'll find Cretel, and subsequently you'll find Cluck. You've just heard some horrible, ungodly noise,
Yeah.
and I think that's going to be several more arrows. Where did I put the bow? Keep forgetting where I put the shot, which makes things quite annoying. 2 at Cluck. Not enough. 2 at Cretel.
Nope.
Not enough. That means it's your turn, Cretel. Oh wait, you
Can
would
I
dodge.
try and kick her off?
Sorry, you would dodge.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. You would not take that damage.
Whee!
You need to remember these.
Yeah.
Why am I now unconscious?
Because you
Pulled
tried to
too
kick her
many
off a
G's. I pulled too many G's.
bit.
Right, I'm gonna try and kick her off.
Okay. Make a shove attack.
It's just a general strength check, isn't it?
Use the attack action. You can make a shove. You make a strength athletics contested by their athletics or acrobatics.
Oh god.
Oh, I should do this because that'll make it easy.
Help us, Jeebus. Ooh. Ooh.
You boot her in the face, and she remains held on to Cluck.
Kick her again.
Harder, harder.
Which side should I hit at?
I'm just looking to see if a certain spell is concentration. Bear with 1 second.
Okay.
There's a question for if it ever rolls sort of around to when my turn would be. Can I see Bricks? Or is this
Yes.
out of our line of sight?
No, you're like, as you can see, like, you can probably gather it's Bricks, but you can see a woman, or you can see a figure that's jumped onto Cluck and has been stabbing him with a sword, and then has just been booted in the face.
Can I try to shoot her?
You can certainly try to shoot her. That won't be a problem.
Okay. When it rolls around. When the time rolls around.
No, I will ignore attempting anything else because there's nothing I can really do that's great with a bonus action.
You can still. Have you got 2 attacks?
Yes,
doesn't
but
matter if
I
you're doing an
used it
action.
for shove.
Okay.
Unlike you, I can't kick like 10 times a turn.
Alright, okay.
It's okay because the next guy who's going is the reasonable one. He wouldn't do anything to harm you.
I'm perfectly fine with him deciding to take a dive.
Do you know what's slightly bothering me is one just under sort of Duvar is called the 5th shadow. Shadow's hand, in brackets, 4.
No, if you've got 2 attacks, Cretel, shove would replace 1 because it's like you take the attack action, but you do a special attack as well.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna try and hit the bitch in the face.
Okay.
Shove her again.
I think he's tried to
Oh,
kick her this time.
Here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
here.
he's gonna actually hit her.
Ooh, nasty. That hit.
Divine smite, motherfucker!
You succeed past her guard. She can't really dodge while holding onto cloak, so you sink your fang into her. So she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
For what?
For the weapon.
It's on a crit only.
Oh, is it on a crit? Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll take the 8 points of slashing damage and 26 points of radiant damage. And she does not look pleased.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, no, I just plunged like a burning sword of holy fire into her fucking face.
Searing smell of feline flesh.
Oh, the burnt fur smell.
Bad kitty. No.
Okay. Another arrow is shot into Cluck and does no damage. Duva, it is your turn.
Help us!
With what?
Punch and kick the air like, yeah.
Duva threateningly swings his stick around to the bottom, hoping to intimidate everyone.
I say you can't run up walls yet, can you?
Yes, I can, but I can only do about 150 feet-ish.
I can only run up a 150 feet wall. This is just simply unreasonably tall.
It is. You make this at least 50 feet shorter. The rope.
I shall offer you a boost, sir.
The
Right,
rope
okay,
is still
That'll
there.
get you like 6 feet.
The rope is still there, yes.
I will shout encouraging chants at Cluck and Gretel, cheering them on. Because I don't know what else to do.
That's fair. Oh dear.
How do you encourage them, Duvar?
I shout. I see the fight up ahead. I see the fight in the air. There can see the scuffling and go, watch out! And then I go, see Cretel's hit and go, yes! And I then bring it down here. That's the kind of thing. I say that.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father.
Your mother was a snowblower. That's the one I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, there are 4 more arrows coming at you, Cluck, as they continue to try and bring you down.
Shoot up!
That will be 1 hit. One will hit Bricks.
That was what, 1 hit?
Yeah, 1 hit. Where is it? I'm going to apply the damage. 4 damage. And then Bricks got hit with an arrow and takes 4 damage. And to this, she will say, she will snarl back at the person who just shot her and said, "Deal with those in the pit before I throw you down there myself." And that brings us round to you, Ulfa.
Okay. Then, having seen Bricks like jump from the northern face, I was going to presume that they're all there, and so I'm going to drop an ice storm on the northern side of the pit. Bear with. Oh, I don't have an option to roll it. That's weird. Because it's a dex saving throw, but I don't have an option to roll it in my character sheet. Okay, so basically it's a 20-foot radius cylinder on the northern side.
Okay. So
So bottom edge being on the northern edge of the pit, and top edge being wherever it lands.
So Ice Storm doesn't have a roll, you say? better roll.
Yeah, I don't have an option to roll it to give it the dex saving throw for
It will do in a moment.
Yeah, it should. It looks like it already has it. Are you sure? Right.
Let me just click into it again. Oh, yeah, it's come up this time. I don't know why that.
So, 20 foot.
There you go. Oh, I've rolled it, but I'll roll the damage for me anyway.
There, yeah.
No, I was thinking like to the bottom edge of it. Literally, was at the northernmost edge of the pit.
Okay.
Like that, yes.
Yeah. So, and you don't need to have to see the point. You just have to be in range, yeah.
No, it just has to be within 300 feet of me.
Okay.
So 46.
Okay.
Right. So.
What are the effects?
It's so the 2d8 is bludgeoning damage, 4d6 is cold damage, and it's if they fail they take full. If they fail they take half. Otherwise they take full damage. So it's 12 for everyone that passed, and it's DC 15. So 2 take 12 and the rest take 23. And I think, let me just double check. It also turns the area into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn. That's everything about it, and it will be done next turn. So.
Silence envelops the chat.
Pelted with giant rocks of ice.
Yeah. So, you can't see, but Cluck and Kratel can see that 3 of those are now bloodied.
Did I hit them? That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Okay. Kassar.
So, I am gonna take the attack action now. One arrow. Both arrows are gonna be aimed at bricks, but I'm gonna pull out of my pack one walloping ammo and one of my silvered arrows.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire both up. The walloping first, and then the other one. So the walloping gets a nat 1.
Yep. Are you firing at bricks?
Yeah, firing up. It's the only one I can see, right?
Okay. Roll a D100.
Oh dear, don't hit one of the others.
18.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just wondering, like, at what sort of percentage should I have it hit Cluck instead?
And then the second one, which is the silvered arrow.
Okay, that strikes brick.
So that will do that. Plus, because she's clinging to him, so technically it means she's within 5 feet. I would get my sneak attack. Is that right?
As long as it's within 5 feet. She's within 5 feet of Cluck.
Yeah, she's hanging on to him. So it'll be +6. So 17.
Okay.
Well, I'm almost wishing that was the other way round. And I think that is all I can do for my turn, so I'll end that there.
Okay. Okay, 2 of the cultists will approach the edge of the pit and will fire arrows down.
Okay.
Here's okay, first one is going to hit Kassar, second one's going to hit Ulfa. Or attempt to. So Kassar missing. Ulfa, they crit.
Jesus Christ. There's nothing I can do about that. What damage do I take?
You take 13 points of damage. And is your icy spell concentration?
No, because it doesn't do anything next turn. It will be
Okay.
done. It's just a like 1 turn thing.
Okay. That's them 2 done. There's so many things in combat. Cluck! It feels like a lifetime, but it's your turn.
So I think Cretel is still on me.
Yep, Cretel is on you, fighting Brix, who is also on you.
But I think Brix is just hanging on by a thread.
No, she
Okay.
has you grappled.
So if I was to, try and barrel roll and then...
You could essentially try to escape her grapple, and she would have to maintain it to stay on.
You could just stop flapping.
and just fall back down to earth.
Yeah.
What would it be to break grapple?
You can use either your athletics or your acrobatics.
I'm not going to use acrobatics, that'd be stupid. Yeah, I'll use athletics.
Okay.
Rage.
Oh yeah, I would have had a long rest, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would. I'll rage as well.
Okay.
I believe that'll give you advantage, will it not?
Yes, it will. So that's shift, isn't it?
Mhm. Okay. You managed to wrestle free from Brix, who, in her moment of defiance, as she falls, she will push off you with her feet and aim for the side of the pit.
I feel like you could be able to do that if I just barrel rolled her off. I feel like she'd just be falling.
Well, like, it's not a barrel roller, so like, you've just essentially like, stiff-armed her.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
No, because she's been moved, not of her... What's it called? Yeah.
Her own volition was kicking off and going sideways. She should have fallen.
Yeah.
Listen, all of this is a bit out of rules read as written, so no to the opportunity.
I'm just trying to kill her.
I know.
I know, I was hoping that, I could sort of wrestle her off and then just sort of fly down at tremendous speeds down the well and then sort of at the last minute just sort of push her down and let her just slam into the floor and turn into a great big load of red mist.
Okay, so you're trying to like fly downwards with her first.
Well, essentially just to give her some momentum to stop her from trying to grapple, but essentially make her just
You can certainly
crash
like
and fall.
dash downwards as you like before you grapple her.
Yeah. So I'll say to Cretel, hold on, and then obviously I'll dive down at maximum velocity and then obviously kick her off and and break the grapple in the hope that she crashes and falls and burns.
Yeah, no. She will now be halfway down the pit, but she will still like as you sort of like Gandalf her off. She will push off you still.
Okay. And I'll obviously apply the air brake and then return to normal height.
Yeah. So you're about halfway down the pit at the end of your move.
Okay, I will then be down the bottom of the pit. I will action surge, and I will then dash essentially back up and out of the pit.
Okay, so action surge dash would get you back to about 0 again, so like level with everything that's outside.
Okay. Yep, that'll have to do.
And that puts you in the firing line of lots of arrows and lots of spells.
Yes. Well.
Does she, when she jumps off the side onto, trying to jump onto the side, does she impale herself on one of the sharp?
We'll find out when it's her turn.
No?
Okay. Can I use a bonus action?
Action surge is an
Yeah. Can I use my second wind to regain some health?
yeah, you should be able to.
What is my 1d10 plus 6?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's actually good. I've got to roll it manually. 12.
Okay, Cluck no longer looks bloody.
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Let's see. One, two. I'm just gonna like sort out all the next lot of hand. It's difficult terrain, so you should be able to get to there, no problem. Tell you what, I'll deal with everything that's not a arrow that's just gonna. So, the first one is that the cat's eye is going to point his hand beam at you again, Cluck.
Yay.
Okay. Right.
Rolling a
Misses.
17 to hit. Perfect. He's normal. He's gonna.
Reflects off that sparkly new armor.
Man, there's so many things to try and sort out. So, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack. So that's 3 each down the bottom. Who wants to go first?
Me, I'll go first.
Get it over, done with.
Yeah.
I regret. Instant regret.
I will shield.
I'll go last.
So
I'll go
that
next.
I won't take any of that.
I wanna get this out of the way. Okay, so the 17 will hit me.
Okay. Pink. And Duval.
Oh, my other toe.
Yep.
He's
one
he's
second.
gone. Yeah, he's back now.
No, back. Give me a second. Just.
What's your AC these days? 18, I think.
It is 18.
Yep. Okay, so none of those hit you.
Yay!
That just brings us around to Brick. And Bricks will...
Die.
It'd be nice for you, wouldn't it?
Mm. So she's falling. That's
No,
right.
No.
She's transforming.
As she pushes off Cluck and jumps towards the edge, she will, before your eyes, transform into the jaguar-shaped creature you had seen before. She's going to take some damage from the pit of the wall. Okay. Ooh. That's a point. She. Okay, she will bound up the side of the pit. The glass shards seeming to cause her no pain at all, and she will use a cunning action to dash upwards up the side of the pit.
So how far is she away from us now?
She's 160 feet from the bottom.
160 feet from the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 40 foot from the top.
You sure she's not 120 feet from the bottom?
Yes, I'm sure.
Damn it.
So yeah, she seems to, like, while it looks like glass, it doesn't seem to stop her climbing it like a cat.
Have you seen a cat climb glass? They don't do very well.
This is almost as if the damage causes no damage to her, Peter. It's almost as if she's immune to normal damage.
Yeah.
Right, that's fucking it. It's 160 feet up. That's it. She's gonna die.
The second cat's eye will point a beam at you, Critel. Missing. And then
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4 more arrows will go into Clock. And I'm really starting to lose track of it.
Nope. So one.
2, is that?
There was 4 hits, or 4 attacks even.
Yeah, 4 attacks, 2 hit.
Yeah.
16 total.
No, I take
Damage.
half though.
Yep,
so
you've taken.
I'm
So
rage.
Nope.
8. Rage is a wondrous thing.
Is against non-magical attacks. Kretel, it is your turn.
Okay, so how far below us is she? What, like 40 feet? Did you say? Okay, bear with 1 second. I will use 2 of my sorcery points to quicken spell.
Oh.
Don't use told they're dead. We know how pitiful that is.
Wouldn't need to do that anyway for this.
He gets out his little
1
bell.
Nobody's home.
And I will try to hold person on her.
Okay. Just checking to make sure there's nothing I need to apply. Hold person. She passes her wisdom check.
God damn it. Right, and then I will use my action, because I used the quicken spell thing to make that a bonus action, to give Cluck 25 hit points from my lay on hands pool.
Yeah. Help.
He looks much more appreciative.
Back up to pretty much full health now.
And that's my action and my bonus action. And that lay on hands pool is damn handy.
Right, a further shot at. Comes enough. Duvar. If you're talking, you're on mute.
Thank you. Duvar knows that he can do nothing at the moment.
You say that. How high up is she?
160.
How far can you run up a wall?
150.
150, but that's like dash and then
he'd fall.
and then use a bonus, and then after that, what do I do?
Stop her getting to me.
But he's out of actions at that
Yes,
point.
I'm out of action. That's it. That's all
Well,
I can do.
you could use your bonus action to dash because of being a monk. You'd
That's
still have
true.
your action, but I'm not sure what you'd do with it from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Bonus action will get me
Or
to
go
90.
up
Get me to 90 feet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he
full
needs to double
movement
dash.
and
And a bonus.
yeah. So
Okay.
I need to add another 45 to that. Will get me what 135.
Yeah.
I really didn't need to worry about having enough prep. I was like, oh shit, what happens if they get through all the other stuff I've got planned?
Oh.
And you've not even got out of the
What-
pit yet, so I've got another 2 sessions after this based on this speed.
Duvar will do. He'll go back into the other room and search frantically for another way out.
Okay.
I'm realizing right now that it might have been good to have had Ulfar on the back of Clark. Like the AoE up there would have been really much more practical. Oh dear.
I like this is like Cluck and Kretel's like scouting mission is fly up, see the shit tons of them and go, well, might as well fight them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't no great. This is.
But that's totally Cluck. And now he's just gone.
Fly out.
Now he's just gone. You know what? I'm just gonna get a bit angry.
He's been
I
shot
was
about.
perfectly fine going back down.
Okay, let's see. So
yeah, just
Duvar,
jump off,
make
mate.
a investigation check.
Investigation check. Here we go. You dare fail me, dice.
You can't put
There you
digital
go.
dice in dice prison.
Oh, it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Okay.
It's not a fail.
As you move around the room, you don't see any other way out from that chamber. The good news is you can't be shot at anymore.
Yeah.
More arrows
Janelle would
back.
have moved into the room with you because it was like a single person corridor.
Hmm.
And
Sorry, second.
I say Janelle would have
She's
moved
in
into
a-
the corridor. Moved in with you because she was essentially blocking the corridor, so she would have had to have moved into the room with you.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more arrows coming at you, Kissa and Ulfar. Who wants to go first? Or who wants to go second?
Go first this time. Why not?
No, I'm still shielded, I think.
Take 3.
Yeah, I had my turn. So 23 AC for me still at the minute.
Okay, you are fine.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad I went first.
Yeah. That was We
Ulfar, it is your
everything
turn.
that way.
Right, so I'm gonna. Oh no, it's Ulfar's turn. Sorry.
Ulfar, it
yours.
is your turn.
Yes. Right.
So you can see a number of shadowy figures around the pit at the moment, just like firing arrow after arrow downwards or into clock.
Yeah.
It does not look good.
Let's see. You'd say that the water up there counts as a large body of water, or is the water not really there?
The water's not really there. It's just this is the only map that had something that I could just stick a black circle down in the middle. I didn't expect, having known there was stuff up there, for you to fly out and fight it.
Yeah. So
more fool me
it's a
for not
shame.
believing you would do such a thing.
I had a really cunning water-based plan that is now ruined. Fuck.
Yeah, there's no way that water could be there because like the mountain's so hot it would be like
Yeah.
steam.
Yeah, that's fair.
Could be lava.
Yeah, I don't have the control lava spell, unfortunately, unless.
Yes, but it would be very, very circumstantial but amazing.
Yeah, I could literally just lift up the entire body of water and flood them all into the hole. It would be amazing. But oh well.
I'd rather you flood them down the mountain, not towards us.
Because
They got
Duvar,
200 feet.
you wouldn't need to worry about like the hole filling up with water because you can swim.
Yep.
It just float you to the top and you can step out. It'd be perfect for you.
Right. I will do another ice storm then. Right. Right. Throw pass, and then I will pop it where I don't hit any of mine because I still don't really know where other people. Wait, can I see the people on the like peering over the edge on the?
You can see anybody whose like thing overlaps.
Okay, fine. Then I'm going to drop that there then.
Okay. What's the height of the sphere?
It is. Let me remember. Where are you? There we go. So the cylinder is.
Yeah, sorry, the cylinder.
40 foot high. So
Okay.
I'm going to do it 40 foot deep into the hole, so to catch her as well.
You won't be able to do both.
Okay, I can only catch her or them.
Yeah, because she's 40 feet down. If you did it at her enough to catch her, it would be kind of under the ground.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. That's good. It would be literally beneath her feet, wouldn't it? No. Okay. So I'll hit the guys on the top of the tower. I just need to roll with that ranch. 2d8 plus 4.
Some good rolls from the hands.
Yes. Let me just check. Can I add any extra pip to that? Weapon attack. Okay, nice. So the ones that fail take 27, everyone else takes 13. And again, difficult terrain. And next turn, I don't know what I'm going to pick.
Okay. Kassar!
My turn is very simple, gentlemen. This is all or nothing. I am going to fire 2 rounds of the walloping ammunition at her, and hope that works. So the first one is a 20, I would imagine would hit, and the next one is a 13.
Okay, so the 13 does not hit.
Okay.
So
she must make a strength saving throw. And just pray. I was hoping both would hit, but oh, fuck off. God damn it.
This episode of
So,
Hi Friends
a
in
nothing.
Frostnyrrd Saga contains strong language that some viewers may find distressing.
So nothing happens. I will retreat into the tunnel.
So that all or nothing, right? Was
It turned out to be a nothing.
Yeah, so an arrow plinks off the wall next to her, another one plinks off the back of her head as she just turns around and scowls downwards.
Dare she crit?
Make
Seriously.
sure you wave.
I say, a little strength's probably quite good for her.
David,
Yeah.
as a point of reference, can I shift my ice storm, the orientation of my ice storm, so that it partly comes into the hole, so that the top is going to be difficult terrain for her?
You'd already done that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's
just.
already like that.
I just meant because it could sink. I don't know, 10 feet or 20 feet into the hole and still hit all the guys on the top. So the top 20 feet of wall could be difficult terrain for her as well.
Okay.
Well, she only looks. It looks like she has a +2, so she just had to roll a 7 or less, and she didn't.
Yeah.
So that's that. So yeah, I'll retreat into the tunnel.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
2 more arrows coming at you. Both of them hit it.
Half damage. What's that? 5?
2 and then 3. And then it is your.
Okay, I'm going to, at the speed of light, dash back down into the tunnel.
Okay.
Ulfa does not like this cowardly plan. He's not on board.
How many rounds are we done?
This is round
3.
4.
4, okay.
Okay, the good
Okay,
news
so
is we're out the range of the cat's eye.
yeah, I was just
1,
curious how long I've been holding this concentration for.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 arrows coming down. 3 for Ulfar, 3 for Cattell, 3 for Clock.
Okay.
Oh, then there's going to be bricks, and then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll make 4 for Ulfar, 4 for Cattell,
Okay.
5 for Clock. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Hey, 19.
I'm going to shield then, and so it's 23 for the rest of them.
You are fine.
So nothing.
Who wants to go second?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, can't hit Cattell for hell.
Oh, dog shit rolls.
And then for Clock.
Oh, of course I hit. I need 1.
Yeah, 1.
2.
2. Which
So,
one?
if you start taking a lot of damage again, I've got plenty of healing left.
So
right.
5 and 4 points, so 9 total.
3.
3 and 5.
Yep. Yeah, 3 and
So
5.
8.
Yeah. It's all adding up.
It is death by 1,000 cuts. Rix then will cunning action dash out of the pit.
Difficult terrain.
So she can move with a double dash 90 feet.
Faster.
So
Yeah.
even with difficult terrain, she'd get to the. And what she will do is, well, Cluck and Cretel, you will see that as you're flying towards the ground, as you don't see anything, in fact, you just hear like a ah, as one of the cultists hits the floor.
She did say she'd throw him in.
I assume it's no. I assume he's dead. Yeah, about to say if that's still alive, then your lore is mashup, David.
Would you like me to roll damage for him?
I mean,
Yeah,
I just want to see
alright.
if he dies.
That's it.
What is it? It's a 1d6 for every 10 feet.
So,
Oh god,
He takes 61 points of damage.
so many dice.
We like dice.
oh. Oh.
Yep, safe to say he's now a vegetable.
The thunder waving at the top of this would be so satisfying.
Okay, that brings us round to Cretel. You're 100 feet down on Cluck's back.
And there is literally no one around me I can do anything to.
Only Cluck.
Well, I imagine he's still alright at the moment because I don't see him to be bloodied. So
Yeah,
I will
it's-
take the dodge action.
No, he doesn't look bloodied, but he does have a few arrows embedded in him.
Yeah, but it's not the first time.
Thank God I put that armor on.
Thank God we rested at some point recently.
Well, you
Yeah.
rested on the ship, because it took you about 4 days to get here, and then you rested in the jungle. So you've done alright.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I've used my entire day on hands pool again.
So, 1, 2, 3,
oh, we will
4.
get ourselves into this mess.
Right, so Var, you're in the inner room. The one that doesn't have arrows raining down on it. You can't see
Yep.
any obvious way out.
Right again. Look harder.
Yes. Yeah, I look harder.
Okay, make another investigation check.
One higher than last time.
You still don't see any other way out than the way you came in.
I ask the lady to look as well.
Yep, she's looking around, but she says, "I think we're trapped. We can't give him the key though. We like." And she'll just like sigh and say, "I don't know what to do.
Say about the key. What did she say about the key?
We can't give them the key."
Can't give them the key.
Yeah, which is what they demanded for your quick
Yeah.
and painless death.
I think Cluck should eat the key.
She says that she doesn't think that will help.
They can't steal it. They'd have to steal Cluck. Duvar. What can we do? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I can do, isn't it? So I think we'll leave it there.
Okay. Right. A little bit out of order. But Ulfar, what would you do on your turn? And Cluck, what would you do on your turn?
I would just obviously get to the bottom of the pit and go out of arrow shot effectively, so into the corridor
Okay.
doorway.
Having seen everyone else leave the room and go somewhere, Orpho is going to presume that there's some plan that he just wasn't paying attention to, and he probably stand in the doorway, like let Cluck and that go through, and then like stand as like the last bastion against the
Okay.
horde.
So I'm gonna hold the arrows as you fall back, just because it's easier to deal with. So, back in the Well of Secrets, Cluck, you will fly, and I think once you get to the bottom, you will see an issue.
Issue?
You're a little bit too big.
Yeah. So, yeah, Cluck. So presumably, like once you're on the ground, Kratel would get off.
Yep.
In the tunnel.
Cluck, I would like you to make an acrobatics check to try and squeeze through the tunnel.
God. Why does it have to be acrobatics?
Because you're trying to like worm your way through it. Okay, you get stuck.
He could ask me to drop it.
Yeah, we're out of initiative for the time being, so.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure if he got stuck, he'd make a noise. I'd look. I'd drop it.
Okay, so Cluck returns back to normal size.
I'd sort of shout, Kratel, little help.
Also, I still don't have a background anymore.
We're back up. What do you mean?
Zoom
I
out.
got
Zoom in.
We're on a different
on my
map.
screen using a scene background texture with dimensions 5320 by 3360. One or both of these dimensions exceeds the maximum texture size of null px supported by your device.
Refresh.
That's doing something a little bit weird.
Technical problems, log a ticket.
Duval, you're on the
Yeah.
template option.
Is that the template? No, I'm on measurement controls.
Nope. You're on template. Measurements on the person one, and then the ruler icon.
That's what I'm clicking.
If it's drawing templates, you're not. You'll click on the one that looks like a set square
So I click on the
person
yeah,
icon. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Shit.
No, I click on the person icon, and okay, and then I click the straight ruler. Sorry.
Yeah. The one
Yeah,
that if you
that's
hover
what
over, it
I'm
says measure distance.
Yeah, we don't pay attention to that.
Yep. Okay, so you're back in Brother Rain's inner sanctum.
Okay, so all that's going to happen here is that they're going to come down and they're going to set fire to the place, and we're going to get ourselves either smoked out or something like that, because they seem to like setting fires. If there isn't a way out, and I'm hoping there is, I'm wondering if there's your super coin could magic us out in some way. Cluck. But and maybe it's just activated into the coin and not to anybody, and not to just somebody looking. The only other room we haven't checked is the other room where everybody's coming in, or the corridor actually.
I'm gonna take out the rug that I packed up earlier and study it and ask if one of the arcane people could have a look at it for me. And the arcane people, I believe, would either be Kratel or Ulfar. They're the only two people I know who practice magic
I'm still in the tunnel,
in
so
sincere forms. Well, it would be Kratel then if he was there.
yeah.
Yeah, you can just sort of say like echoed conversations down the tunnel all far, but not enough to determine what's being said.
Can I notice anything in terms of cultists coming down the into the pit at all, or anything?
No, from what you can tell, when a cultist was thrown into the pit, the arrows stopped and they seem to have stepped back from the edge.
Okay.
Search the cultist.
You can't tell me that you're not here. Also, he's probably red paste.
Yeah, he impacted the ground pretty hard.
Mm.
Oh, David, Orpha has a cunning idea. He starts putting on his cultist disguise.
Duvar will now. He's fed up of searching the tunnel. He's going to search in the room. He's going to search the tunnel.
Ulfar, just make a deception check to see how good your disguise is.
Okay. Deception. 7.
Okay. Duvar, make an intelligence check.
Oh, fuck!
Intelligence. Let's
His
hope it's
revenge
low.
has come.
Let's hope it's very low.
Nat
Ability
20.
check, yeah. That's it.
It's not a good disguise.
Yeah. So you are somewhat startled when you see a cultist at the end of the corridor, but Ulfar has done such a bad job hiding himself. It's like his maul is sticking out the back of his outfit and continues to burn with spectral fire.
Damn. I mean,
So-
oh, good. Yeah.
So it's fairly obvious that is Ulfar trying to pretend to be a cultist, but doing such a bad job at it is almost obvious to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, Kretel.
I will probably try and figure out if there's anything we've missed in here.
Are you just going to ignore me, Harkratel?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't hear him say, ask one of his arcane friends to look at the rug.
Oh, all right. I'll take a look at the rug then.
Okay, make a Arcana check, Kretel.
Better than mine.
Maybe it's a flying rug.
Okay, as you look at the carpet, you believe that this might be a centaur enchanted flying carpet.
Knew it! I knew it as a liar!
I will tell, because that's what I think it is.
Now,
I can show you the way.
I was going to say, I know two types of carpet. The Drowdy carpet and the Aladdin carpet.
Yeah.
Shining, shimmering,
If
splendid.
I'll
What
sort
we
of-
don't know is his activation word.
That's a good point. Does
Fly.
it need one? If I stand on top of it and just shout, fly,
Yeah.
nothing.
Hover.
Damage from the roof.
up.
Nothing.
I may need some time to study
Our-
this with Kretel.
Arakochan or the book, the diary. Maybe that help us.
I'm
what's-
definitely not there, and you definitely can't hear me. But definitely, seeing as it's a centaur flying carpet, Sylvan might be the language that you might want to be dealing with.
Cluck, what's the Aarakocra word for fly?
Very well. David, while they're doing all of this, I'm still seeing no evidence of the sort of cultists.
No, they seem to have withdrawn from the
Okay.
top of the chamber.
Then I will make my way back to the others to try and see what their kind
Yeah,
of
you will
plan-
see Duvar sort of palming along the wall, looking for
Yeah.
a secret door.
Okay.
Could it be one of the lines that we've learnt?
What is going on? What is the plan?
We have, apparently, a potentially flying carpet, but we don't know how to use it.
Okay.
We need some time to study it and learn how it works. I'll probably need Cluck and probably Kratel, and maybe you could help as well. Cluck for his Aarakocra knowledge, if it has anything to do with them, and yourself and Kratel for the magical knowledge.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Ulfa, it looks like any carpet you've seen in many of a Centaur Bazaar before. It doesn't look particularly like from a
Advanced.
yeah, from looking at it, it just looks like a carpet. Like a
Are you-
carpet that seems to be able to resist fire, but a carpet nonetheless.
Are you sure it's magic? This looks like every mat I've ever seen a centaur shit on in my entire life.
How many times did you
Well, we know it's magic because, you know, we said before.
And when I did detect magic, it glowed as magical.
Yeah, that stuff.
Okay.
You
So-
gotta. I mean, I'm
Magic
not a big
centaur-
advocate of the magics, but
Okay.
this thing has something about it.
When needs must.
Okay. Can I inspect the carpet, see if I can get an idea of?
Make
this
a
magic?
Arcana check.
Alright, I'm so good at those.
I'm third time lucky. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're doubtful.
Yeah.
Like you can feel magic in it, but like I would say based on your role and the fact the carpet seems to be able to resist heat, you would put those two together and
Yeah.
make four.
The magic resisting heat carpet. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. You say so. Duvar, what are you doing?
yeah, well, Duval's like, he's wondering if everybody's so interested in the carpet, maybe he should have a look to see if he's heard of anything of it.
If you would like to make a roll, Duvar, I will certainly allow it.
Thank you. It's no better than anybody else's.
Yeah, you're just thankful that this variety of carpet doesn't try to eat you.
I think in character, I'm gonna spend some time studying it with Kratel and Clark to see if we can figure any of it out, or if it's related to the Aarakocrans in any way.
Yeah.
What his command word is.
Maybe
in outside of D&D speak, that means probably take a short rest to study it.
Is that an option with people outside?
Well, I can only try, and I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well try.
Can we say some of the lines at it and see if any of those stick?
We just did.
Yeah.
Did we? Okay, I didn't know that.
Mike, you're openly saying that you're trying to work out like a command word for it, like
In
talking to us, yeah.
yeah, if we're talking outside the game, yes, but inside the game, it's like I need to sit with Cluck, I need to sit with Kratel, and figure out the magic of it and whether it's related to the Aarakocran people or whatever.
I'm asking you very specifically: is in character, are you mentioning command words? As
No.
you're looking for. Okay, no worries.
Because I don't know such a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Orpha's gonna start looking for hidden doors, like
Okay.
after having Duva do it.
Janelle will look at the carpet and will say that if you think this is a magic carpet, then if it's a magical item, that it must have some sort of command word. Although on it, I can only see a pattern.
What does the pattern look like?
It looks like it's a pattern. It's a I can't move the table to show you, but it's like a crisscrossy sort of pattern. Where there's there's a geometric diamond pattern, and then there's a swirly golden pattern.
Okay.
The carpet also has tassels on the corner.
Every good carpet has tassels.
If Ulfa has heard the word command word spoken out loud and noticing it looks like a centaur carpet, he's just going to start throwing centaur words at it.
Okay.
Like, starting with fly and then going to like swear words and any other words that he instantly come to his head.
Okay. None of them seem to work.
Okay, then I'm going back to looking for doors. I'm convinced it's a magic heat carpet and it doesn't do anything else.
I'm gonna go sit in the sort of sit to one side and sit with the carpet and spend some time looking at it.
Oh,
Well, I'll ask Kratel and Pluck to join me and see if we can figure it out between
just
us.
the way he says he's going to sit with the
Yeah,
carpet.
I'll try
It
and
sounds so
help.
cute.
Out of the way, you maniacs trying to find secret hidden tunnels.
Yeah, Janelle will join you and say that this like if this truly is a magic carpet, that this must be how Brother Rain got into the well in the first place.
David, I'm
In that
expecting.
case, do we know? Oh no, he was an Aarakocra, wasn't he, Brother Rain?
He was an Aarakocra.
Yeah. No, sorry, I got my thing mixed up. I was like, well, what did the Coatl speak?
Celestial.
Okay. Does anyone here know Celestial?
Yes, 2 of us,
Yeah.
me and Alpha. I'll start speaking to it in Celestial, like all the usual, like fly, lift, up, go,
Fucking move.
activate.
Hi ho, Silver, away!
None of those seem to have any effect.
Abracadabra.
Okay, I would like you all to now roll a. Let's see. Just roll a d20, and this d20 is for meta knowledge because I am starting to lose the will to live. Perfect. I don't know who that 20
Yeah,
was.
I critted!
Okay. As you, so you all benefit from a short rest,
Failed.
Okie dokie.
and as you sit and focus on the carpet, you come to the conclusion that if it is a magic carpet and it has a command word, that word is probably something that means something. Like it has to be like the word has to be relevant to the action. You also will consider that the carpet apparently is of centaur design.
Right.
So it's likely a centaur word.
Yep.
And given that Rain went out of his way to leave clues for those that followed him, that only those that either could speak his language or understand, like put the clues together, would be able to work out what that command word might be. And that is as much as I can say without spelling it out.
Maybe the command words in the pages?
Well, that's I did suggest we look at that.
Can we get the pages back up again?
Yeah.
This is where David's on mute, banging his head against the table.
Yeah.
Alright, read all the pages. Let's go. Let's do this. Can we turn some around?
Well, they said it was about the
Do 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 do.
Also looking at the clues. The only one that even remotely
Don't fall.
like matches is don't fall.
I thought we said all the words though.
You did.
I thought. Okay. Maybe you need to say that in another language.
It's either going to be Centaur or Aarakocra,
Oh.
right?
Well, all
I
four
will,
can say all in Centaur if you want to.
Try it.
Or Celestial at the matter. Yeah, okay. I'd say all the different sayings.
Okay, when you say "don't fall" in Centaur, the rug will come to life, Ulfar, and
Yeah.
you feel like you can control it.
I like make it sort of float towards people. And I go, guys, I've got a magic carpet.
God, it had to be him, didn't it?
All about.
Upon seeing the carpet move, I will stand on. I'll get onto stand on the carpet.
Yes, we should test how many this carpet can hold.
Well, I want to see you get it through the little gap in the tunnel with us all on.
Does this room have a
no,
ceiling?
we'd have to walk it out and then stand on it and
Yes,
float up.
this room has a ceiling.
Okay.
Oh, come on. It's not like X-Men where it opens up.
David, with my control, can I like keep it floating and like roll it up so it will just like float in front of me through this hallway?
You could have it float like sideways through the corridor. Obviously, people can't stand on it.
Yeah.
Should we not test what weight it can bear first?
Yeah,
To make sure that it
of
can
course.
bear all of us non-flight gifted individuals.
Yeah, I bring it down to the floor and tell everyone to get on board, and then I'll try and lift it up.
On we hop.
I say I wouldn't like to go out there again and then notice that it can't bear the fat torso.
What is your weight? Like, as per D&D Beyond, with everything you're carrying.
Duvar's 10 stone.
In pounds, please.
235 pounds.
Is that including your equipment?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
I'm gonna be like 383 pounds.
190.
274.
I'm praying.
Wait, Patel, did you say 190?
That's what I'm carrying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not you plus what you carry.
No,
I was going to say
what you carry.
You are light as fuck. You are light
I
as
can't remember what my
fuck.
character is.
Should be under your description tab in D&D Beyond.
Oh, I weigh 180.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's not 383. It's 403. Sorry.
And I thought the tortoise was going to be the problem.
I thought the thought was going to be the problem.
I am 114.25 plus 160, so.
Well, where's my? I can't see my weight.
274.25.
I think I'm 350 pounds. I think an average, plus 85.75 pounds. Wait, so 435.
I'm still lighter than the total.
There's enough weight on the carpet that it can bear your weight, but it will only be able to move at half speed.
What's this speed?
30 feet per round.
Okay.
Form test, Udo.
So
Yeah,
only be like
If
Guys,
Cluck flies, and say if I popped my wings, would that lighten it enough?
It's Duvar that's the problem. Duvar's like more than half the weight on his own.
Yeah. I knew that was going to be a problem.
No, like Duvar would either need to go on a crash diet.
Can somebody
You
else
can do that.
carry his pack?
I can make him weigh 1/8.
Oh yeah.
true.
I could give him my potion. Save
Oh, that'll make him weigh 8 times.
Don't do that. Yeah, I can see Cluck just here. Drink this. And shoves it in my face.
It's a clock brainwave move. It's like, here, drink this. This will help, and he becomes 8 times as heavy.
It'll do what happened to fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, won't it? It'll go from being tiny little pet size to like human size.
No, my potion is enlarge or reduce, so it could reduce.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, in that case, yeah, that's fine. Do that then.
Okay, whichever is more beneficial.
No, read the description. It's a potion of growth, so when you drink the potion, you gain the enlarge effect of the enlarge reduce spell.
Okay, we will go with my spell then. But I will cast as we go to leave because it only lasts a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So what do we think the speed of so it'll be 60 feet a turn?
30 feet a turn.
If he's reduced and we're on the light.
Yeah. It has,
7
fly,
turns.
it has fly speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, 7 turns to breach the what's it called? And that would give you
Manhole.
Well,
cover.
three more
Well, how-
turns before Duvar starts to weigh you down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything we can
It's-
do?
It's going to be painful, but it's the only way to get us all out of this
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to speed that up by getting it as high as possible before we get on it? Is there anything that we can do?
I don't think so. Sincerely, I don't think.
Yeah, getting you down is probably. Yeah.
I mean, if necessary, I can at least run up a wall 150 feet before jumping on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that helps
The
at all.
carpet, if you're in your like reduced speed, the carpet would go the same speed regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. We take the carpet down the other end, and we're gonna try our testudo escape plan.
Okay, so the plan is what you're gonna get on the carpet and
We're
Hold
gonna,
my shield.
yeah, all of us shields are gonna testudo up.
I'm assuming Janelle's gonna be in the middle.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, she can lie underneath all of us, and if that's not weird, I promise.
And Duvar, I don't think Duvar has a shield, but he is a turtle.
Oh.
Yes, he could.
He can hide himself in his shell. However, it will still only be half size.
Does
So
anyone
technically
have a
someone could hold him
spare?
as a shield.
Does anyone have a spare shield?
I think I do, actually, having thought about it.
Can I hide in my?
I have a spare wooden
Yeah.
shield.
If you withdraw into your shell, you would increase your armor by 4.
Can we put the shield on top of his shell? Just lay it there.
Can Janelle use me as a shield?
Probably not.
Can she lift 350 to 450 pounds?
Well, I won't
Find
be
out.
I won't be that heavy, will I?
Just yeah. Just
No. Oh no. Yeah, you'll be small, so you'll be like 1/8 the size of normal tools.
Still like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
you
25
bench
kilos.
pressure.
She could potentially hold it above her. It just wouldn't be easy. But question: what are the ACs of the group like as they'll stand with shields?
So Duvar will be on 22 if he's in his shell.
Okay. Everybody else?
19.
I'm 19.
Okay. If anyone gets particularly down, I can boost with a +2 with a spell if needs be. But we're all about the same, so nobody's particularly in danger more than anybody else, as far as I can tell.
Yep.
So that sounds like a plan. Are we ready for this?
Yep. I
Let's go.
guess I am.
Okay, so you return through the passageway out into the open.
Passageway. Scroll. Turn the light out.
Okay.
Ow. You can't see 200 feet down. Turn the light out.
Yeah. Okay. I will undo my torch. No, actually, I won't. I will cover it up, is what I mean. But I won't undo it. Cool.
I assume you get Cluck to do the same.
Yeah.
If he will, yes.
Okay.
If they're all firing 200 feet into darkness, that's better, right?
Yeah, that's definitely better.
And you're only just figuring this out now. So
Yeah,
it's
just-
been like
I literally just thought of it.
illuminated
It's
the
like
entire time.
we're gonna go out and we're gonna like try and fly up at 30 feet a turn with like 2 bright torches, just being like, yeah, we're here. Shoot us. We're right here.
Everybody make a stealth. Cluck, you no longer have disadvantage for armor.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have.
Control for this.
I should have cast Pass Without Trace.
Which is it for disadvantage? Is it control?
Control.
And as I expected.
Would I have tuned to my armor, David?
In your short
In
range.
the short
Oh,
way?
so we can do that now if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so who had the shield?
Me.
Did you attempt to attune to it?
Totally.
Would I have had time?
Yes, there would have been a short rest while you was trying to figure out what the carpet did.
Okay, then yes.
Okay, so you will find this is a magical shield, and when a creature within 10 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to magically take that damage instead of the creature. When you do so, the damage type is changed to force, and you can only do that once per short rest.
And I'm guessing you've got a item for this. You'll just drop on me.
Yes, it's in your, what's it called? It's in Foundry now. Clock. You cannot attune to the arm.
Oh.
So, you know it to be magical, but having attempted to attune to it, you know that you cannot attune to it because it requires a attunement by a creature of good alignment. So you will gain the benefit of the armor, which is a +1 scale armor that doesn't give you disadvantage and allows you to fly while wearing it. You do not gain the bonus that you would otherwise get from it, which would be as a reaction. If you take damage from a creature within 10 feet, you can attack it back using coatl magic to cause it to take 4d10 radiant damage.
Cool.
And that's once per dawn.
Nice.
But at the moment you can't attune to it because you're
Evil.
you are evil.
And this is why earlier I said I know exactly what's going to happen, but I'll let him have it.
Yes, this was memed. This was foretold in the memes.
The memes did see.
I knew what was coming.
Okay, so as a group, you are able to cover for Janelle and Cretel's bad stealth. Thankfully, you don't need to move much while you're on this carpet, and you are able to emerge from the pit of the well before anybody at the surface is aware what's happening. Now, as they fire at you and you fly into the distance, you are in such a good defensive formation, taking dodge actions, that I'm not even going to roll the attacks because it's pretty futile.
Yeah.
So you escape.
Hooray!
Did
Fly
anyone have
away.
any like alchemist fire to drop as we went?
I didn't.
I do not.
Yes, there's lots of
Bombing
cursing.
I didn't have anything even remotely. Yeah.
So which way? We'll throw them off by going north, and then
I don't think they're going to be able to follow us.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
they
climbing
know
the
which
mountain
direction.
was very difficult. You can currently fly.
yeah.
So
Yeah, but we don't want to know which.
as soon as you're out, Janelle will say that we need to travel to Ackle.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose we
Where?
could take the flying carpet. No, we don't have to go back to the boat really at all.
Oh, so you're going to leave those rented boats behind, which
Yeah, well, we paid for them in good faith at the
Can
time.
we need to go get our money back and try and get a refund?
you can not return them. After the whole, no, we will pay for this for 3 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna charge us if we turn up and say the boat's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
But-
no longer need Captain Steelclubber anymore.
I'm not entirely sure that's the most important thing right now. We probably want to go to the dot on the map or whatever it is.
Dot on the map.
What dot on the map?
We
The
talking
big
about.
circle.
That's just that's where we like.
That's where we ran into stuff when we were climbing.
No, not that dot on that map. On the other map.
Oh yeah,
That's hundreds of miles over the sea.
Yeah, on another
Is it?
island. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
We would all run out of like provisions and shit by the time we got there.
We need a ship. We can't just happy on the flying carpet across the ocean.
Why not?
I can create food and water, like 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Wait a minute.
Like
30. You're talking about 30 feet of what? A
So- Oh, 30 feet every 10
Fif-
seconds.
Every 10
15
seconds.
because Kratel and Cluck aren't going to fly for days and days without rest.
No, that's right, and I'm going to get bigger again.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll still move.
Yep.
We'll be slow going, but we'd get there. And we're
So,
going to have plenty of food.
So,
sorry, David, what are you trying to say?
yeah, it becomes pretty apparent once you've got out of the thingy and Duvar returns to normal weight that while this is helpful, it is certainly not a means of long-range travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just to calculate it, I calculate it at about 16, 17 days of magic carpet travel.
Okay. All of us sitting within 6 feet of each other. Yeah, that could.
Yeah, and the only way of dealing with toiletry stuff would be over the side.
Yeah, and I would say that if Ulfar didn't Ulfar would need to rest, and if he was resting, the somebody else would have to take over the flying, and I'm gonna say you can't do that while you're flying.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah,
it's good for short range flight, but long
Yeah.
range is probably not feasible for a multitude of reasons. Chiefly because it's game breaking at this point.
I would say I was just trying to avoid, because we're probably going to have to end up giving this thing to Seal Clubber to pay for our next journey.
Oh, we can pretend it's not magic.
Yeah, but we've got to give him something. He's not going to take us for nothing. That's my point. And we don't want to give him the armor or the shield or any of those other things we've picked up. They're more useful than the carpet ultimately.
I can always say to him, the treasure isn't here, but what we found here leads us to it.
Your treasure's in a different castle.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna pull a toad on him.
Okay, yeah, we'll start with that plan. We'll see how it goes. So back to the ship then, yeah.
Go and hunt something.
Take us to the boats.
To the ship, David.
No, not to the ship. The boats.
The boats.
Oh really? We can
Yes.
Ship.
I have paid a lot of money during this expedition. I don't want to pay any more.
Yeah, I think we all.
We'll just land in the ship and leave. It doesn't.
So it's about 7 p.m. in the evening, or late afternoon, early evening, when you arrive to where you had covered up your boats. And from the air, you can easily find the river and set down close to the boats and uncover them. Right, any checks to see if you uncover anything in the jungle or the mountain?
Awesome. Shall we head on?
Do we find any of the ships from the cultists? Or any trails from the cultists?
Make a survival check.
Nope.
All of us, sorry.
Anybody who wants to look for signs of the cultists?
Signs of the cultists? Yeah, why not? That sounds like fun.
Roll is a roll.
Oh, wow. These rolls are not being kind.
Thank God.
Mine are.
Oh, thank God. Wow.
Wow, he actually got good with survival.
Yes.
Yes. You
Times have
find
changed.
no sign that your sort of landing point has been uncovered or discovered. There's no signs of cultists. There's very little signs of animals actually around here as well.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
been
the
quite
others
good,
that
but-
it seems that they did not come through here.
That's a shame. We could have set fire to their ships.
Okay.
Yes, it seems they approached from a different side of the island.
Roll up the flying carpet and stick it in my bag. And then
It's not the sort of thing you can stick in your bag.
Jesus.
flop it over my shoulder, whatever.
Yeah, so it is a 6 foot by 9 foot flying carpet.
Okay, I will add that as.
Where's that bag of holding when you need it?
And there Duval was wanting to cut holes in the carpet.
Oh,
And the map. He wanted to cut the map out of the
Yeah.
wall immediately, which would have been hilarious. Cause it's like this shadow forms on the wall, and you're like, oh shit. And,
yeah,
And destroy everything.
and then you quickly try to stick the map on it, and then the skeleton would have crumbled, and it would have been like.
Hey, that's not the way it happened, though, was it?
It was so close, Duvar.
Yeah, it was.
And then David
but
would
it's
have to
not the
spend
way.
another X amount of sessions giving us another way to try and find the key.
Rolling for meta knowledge again.
Yeah, I just like at that point I was like, yeah, you guys need a help, and I can't have Janelle tell you everything.
I should have asked Jorvik then.
I really thought you were gonna get it when I told you it was a centaur carpet, and then you went, oh, it's the words. It must be the words, and then you didn't think to put those two bits of information together.
No, yeah.
Well, Andy tried some centaur words in Sylvan or something, but
Ulfar just wasn't.
He mostly swore at it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he said fly and then sort of just started swearing at it.
Right, should we get the boat back to Gash then? Ugash.
Take the boat to some gash. Right, yeah.
Are you gonna travel at night?
I kind of think we should to outpace the cult, but
Yeah, and keep an eye when we get close to make sure none of them are like waiting for us there. I don't fancy getting banished from somewhere else.
Yeah, the bits on the map that you could go to are getting smaller and smaller.
I shouldn't have even been at one of the bits we've already been.
Should be at least it should be quicker getting back as it down the river.
That's true.
Yes, I was giving you 2 hexes an hour.
Ooh,
I know, I'm so kind.
what extra speed! 2 hexes an hour. Love it.
That's like 3 miles an hour, which for a little, canoe, it's not too bad.
No, I expect that to be our measurement of speed from now on.
Okay, so after midnight, you will arrive back at Ugash.
Quick, climb the pyramid.
No. No.
yeah, you wander off and climb the pyramids. We're going to go back to the boat.
Yeah. We're just going to make our way back to our boat, I presume. Like, we've not got anything else we wanted to do in town.
Yeah.
Cluck, there's shiny things on the pyramid.
Yep, so you return back to Ugash. You will return the boats to where you saw Gush get them from. There is no sign of him. There's like very... in fact, there's probably nobody around at this time of the night.
Yeah, so we probably just tie them up and then make
What's the tide like?
You're on a lake.
Okay, but the lake is connected to an ocean.
Yes.
Is it? It's not. It's not. Okay, fine. I was going to say, is it not a tidal lake or anything
It's not
like
a
that?
tidal lake, no. It's the water collecting from the island.
Excellent. I'm assuming, can we just exit? It doesn't matter what the tide's like, we can still exit the...
So after you've tied up the boat, if you return to the Good Fortune, you'll find that there is a couple of the sailors on watch, but everybody else appears to be asleep.
Wake the captain, immediately!
He will say, "Are you crazy?" He's in a foul mood at the best of times.
I'm sorry. No, he's the crazy one, pointing at Alpha. Do you want to speak to him?
He'll say, if you want to hear the captain's wrath, you wake him.
Suddenly when it says your
I like the being on the boat. You know what? Who we could have borrowed boats from? He's got 2 boats right there.
Oh well.
He probably wouldn't have. It would have cost us more, probably.
Do we want to wake up the captain? Do we want to sleep? I don't mind a sleep. I'm tired.
I mean,
Yeah, given the chance, I'm going to take a rest.
Do we think that we're far enough away that we're not going to be that they won't have time to get down to us at all? Presumably so. We're
I
probably out of danger.
I think it's worth the risk.
And if they do, they'll also be attacking the boat, which means, cannons.
Yes.
Yeah. How much does he charge per cannonball?
I think he would actively.
You haven't inquired.
Yeah. I'm sure there is a cost. All right. Yeah. Resting sounds good. It looks like Cluck could probably do. Cluck, are you a little bit damaged still?
No, I healed in.
The spell slots was the big deal for the rest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose we bunk up wherever we've been bunking up the regular time, David.
Mhm.
And then intend to make a case for our moving on in the morning.
Morning will come round, and you'll find that when you wake and return to the deck, you'll find that Sea Clubber is on deck. And
Hi, Sea Clubber.
he's somewhat surprised to see you back so soon.
All right. Sea Clubber, we have great news.
Aye.
I'll fucking tell you.
We have found a map to a great treasure.
I thought this place had great treasure. That was the deal.
We had.
You're right.
He looks at everyone else and eyes towards the carpet on his shoulder, and then looks at you. Everyone else is like as if to say, "Do I try to give him the carpet?"
No, I will chime in and say we have found the way to the Lost City.
He will say that the Lost City is a myth.
Nope. No, it's
No,
not.
it is not.
I told you, great news.
He will say that
You're rich.
many
Rich
people have
Joe.
gone looking for it. He's taken a few himself, but nobody's found it. What
Well,
makes you
We
find
have
so
the
sure?
map.
Luckily, our name isn't nobody.
We have a map.
I will get Jorvig to bring up the map on the display.
Do we want to show? Okay. Is that a good idea?
Yeah. I'm trying to convince him to take us.
Yeah, that's great, but I don't want him to convince him to throw us overboard.
I think.
Yeah, so your Jorvig, your smartwatch will start to show things, and he'll say, "What sort of devilry is this?"
Magic, kind of which there is much more important and better treasure that is like this in the city. And this is where we have our map. Look, it directly points out this particular mountain on the island.
So, everybody likes giving away so much information.
And we also have one thing no other group had. We have an Aarakocra with us.
Says, "I'm already at a loss for this."
Ulfa does his eyes to carpet, eyes to group, eyes to carpet, eyes to group thing.
Come on, mate. Come on. Can you not see the prospect here? Can you not see understand the finding of the lost city?
He will interject and say that he has calculated how much it would cost him to divert to Akul, because he had a suspicion that you may speak to him about it and ask him, and he will say that that is a price that he would struggle to bear in the best of times, and you've come back empty-handed. You come back with a tall tale of a lost city and mountains of gold.
Not one mountain, 2 mountains.
Guys, can I show him the carpet? We can give him the carpet. We don't need the carpet.
Carpet.
Okay.
Ulfa, look at this. This will go on our good faith to give to you that we will come back with much treasure. And he lays out the carpet on the thing, and then stands in the middle of it, and then says the activation words and like
sure you-
rises into the air in front of him.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Seal
cross your
Clubber,
hand and be prize.
Seal Clubber falls over in shock, and a few of the crew members will drop to their knees and start praying.
Now
Look, it's a magic carpet. It flies, and it could be yours, all for the low price of a trip to Akko.
Now do barrel rolls.
I do barrel rolls.
Seal Clubber says, "Deal."
I bring it down and I roll it up, and I give it to him, and I'll teach you how.
Don't give him the carpet.
He's
We
taking
need it.
I'll teach you how to use it later.
We might need it when we
Okay.
get there.
Can we borrow it?
So
At the moment,
he will take it into his cabin and place it in his cabin.
I'll just turn around and say, "You stupid idiot."
hey, I didn't see anybody else getting us to Akko.
You could have said you could have the carpet once we're done with it.
Well, you could have said that as well. I didn't think of it.
Right, Seal Clubber will come out of his cabin and start barking orders for them to lift the anchor and prepare to set sail.
Do you think we should tell him about the potential threat?
I would.
What potential threat?
Which one do you think, Duvar?
The
The cougar and the cultists.
I
The veritable army of people we have just escaped, and who
So
are
you don't-
likely to be following us.
You don't mean the caldera that could be an active volcano?
No,
No.
he doesn't need to know about that.
Okay,
Don't part there.
so let's see. So Seal Clubber will say that so over the course of the next 9 days, you travel northwards with the weather turning colder and colder as you move northwards.
Should we roll our 9 whatevers, d6?
Hang about, we'll do that after the stream has finished, I think, because there's a few things I want to get,
Okay.
and we're just running short on time. So, during the course of the voyage, Seal Clubber will relay to you that he has taken the occasional exploring expedition to Ackle, and he knows of a spot to land that is quite well sheltered, and it's known as the Silent Cove on the southwest side of the island, and he will point out on a map that it's essentially this part.
Southwest side of the island.
It'll be that circly bit,
Yeah.
maybe? On the western
That's
side?
Where the lagoon was.
Yeah.
What? That circly bit on the left-hand side. That's
Where
a
the lagoon
caldera, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I say 8 days or 9 days?
You said 9.
So, let's see if we missed anything. Nope. So, nothing apart from like the weather moving from a tropical 20 back into the minuses again. Nothing unusual happens. Like you're traveling north, it gets colder. It's kind of fair. What you did know is that on the day as you progress through the voyage, that one of the moons is approaching its full moon again, and it's probably a couple of days until that. And Kassar, you still feel some trepidation about full moons, given what occurred with you.
Is the curse really gone? Yes, because I feel weak.
So over the course of the voyage, you get to know a bit more about Seal Clubber and his crew. So you've sort of determined or seen now that he has a first mate, a bosun, a quartermaster, and a cook. For the purposes of this, they don't have names because it's irrelevant. And he has a good number of sailors, and you've got close to a few of them. So sort of part way through the 8th day, when you're on deck talking to Seal Clubber, you will hear from above you, "Land ho!" And after a few more seconds of sailing, you can see what the crow called out, a island in the distance with a large and expansive mountain range rising out of the horizon. Seal Clubber will grin and pat you hardly on the shoulder, saying, I told you I'd get there with no time to spare. And he will draw his spy gas and look out at the island.
I think over the course of these 8 days, one of us would have told him about the cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the potential need to borrow the carpet.
I don't think he's going to give you the carpet.
Yeah, every time you bring up a talk about borrowing the carpet, he will change the subject. Subtly.
I think you're already out of luck there.
So, so as he gazes out the island, he says, Akko, a land of mystery she is. All manner of troublesome beasts there, but no worries for you, eh? And then he will stop mid-sentence and his expression will turn sour. Make a perception check.
Ooh.
Perception.
I know I rolled a 23, but I think I already know what's just happened.
3 23s, that's quite a thing.
So as you look out towards the island, Seal Clubber will spin on his heels and cry, "Battle stations! Battle stations!" And his crew will scramble to the order. And as Kertel, Duvar, and Kazar, you can see immediately why he's calling out in alarm. Ulfar and Cluck, it takes a few seconds for the creatures to come into focus, but you can see a sortie of wind creatures approaching you fast and low from the island.
Do they look like snakes?
Yeah, do they look coatl in nature?
They do not. They look like they look like griffins.
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 That's great.
Mounted griffins. With
The riders look snakes.
familiar silhouettes of riders.
Do they look like Aracrocans?
Do they look familiar birdie? Or familiar culty?
It's those fucking wizards from the floating fortress.
Oh, fucking hell, no.
No, it's not. It can't be, surely. But that's the only griffin I remember.
I like the idea, like David, like it wasn't, but then David's like writing down hurriedly. Yes, they're the wizards. Fuck you.
Add another faction in.
Oh,
And
dear.
this is what you say.
So, cliffhanger.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight. So, the Griffin Riders are 300 feet away when we will pick up next week.
Okay.
Perfect. Flying creatures that Dulville can't reach again. It's going to be an excellent fighting thing for him.
Well, it's a good thing that there's cannons all over the ship, Duvar.
I'm not going to fit in one of those, am I?
You might do. Cram down his shell.
Shrink.
I can shrink you.
Shrink me again.
You'll be fine, Duvar. That'll be amazing.
I love the idea of him like missing and then skipping across the water like a skin stone.
Yeah.
So we are done for today. We will be back next week where the group will continue to get pummeled by our friendly and local cult. This time with the means to fight back somewhat. If you like what you see, do join us then. Do give us a follow. We appreciate it. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have anything to say.
Do accept
We
our
wholeheartedly
apologies for being terrible.
apologise for the puzzles.
Yeah, the puzzles are historically bad. Like, do feel free to shout at them in chat whenever you see them struggle. Like, it is the equivalent of opening up a colouring book and then like letting them have a
Yeah.
go.
We do. There's no such thing when we're doing puzzles. There's probably no such thing as backseat driving.
But otherwise, we'll be back on Monday at the same time. Cheers for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Cheers.
All right.